Hey. How are you?
I gotta tell you, I'm still a little tired.
Oh, from the party?
I put some
Let's
work.
talk about that. You know what? Let's talk about that. I want to talk about anything else other than what I experienced last night, which was a waste of my life.
I think Bam said it best. We couldn't even finish off a team that was trying to lose.
It was insane behavior what I watched this. Yesterday was the worst of the NBA that I've ever witnessed in person. And I've witnessed some stinkers. I've witnessed some blowouts. I've seen the Heat. I actually last year against the Jazz watched the Heat lose 135-1. It's always weird stuff that happens when the Jazz are in town.
Right.
Danny Ainge.
Maybe. You know what the funny thing is though, Vlad? In a weird way, do you think Pat Riley went to bed last night and he tucked himself into bed and he goes, at least I ruined Danny Ainge's plan? Because what does he care?
No.
He's still in the play-in.
No.
We're in Plainville. We're comfortable. We're right where we want to be.
Okay.
We are right where we want to be. The only person whose plans got ruined last night was not the Heat. It was Danny Ainge's.
I got to tell you. I love the way you pivoted in the middle of your rant.
I didn't rant.
No, but you were saying how depressed, how...
Oh, I'm depressed.
And then you go, but you know what? Didn't ruin Pat Riley.
No, I don't think so. I saw Pat Riley last night. He looked fine. I saw him. He was.
I mean, that's kind of how. Man, let me tell you, it's so frustrating to like sometimes watch and just think, "Hey, what are you guys trying to do?"
First of all, I don't even know how the Jazz, what they're doing is legal. Like they have a perfectly capable team.
Too good.
If the Jazz would have played their regulars yesterday, he would have lost by 30.
Right.
Is
that an indication more of what the Heat are doing, or people not coming to the realization that the Heat aren't that good?
I think it's all of it. I think everybody's
because whatever twist we put on it, in the end, players play.
I think that the idea, like I saw that it was said that the Heat, after all this happened, still think they can quote make some noise in the playoffs. The Heat, it's in their feelings. I believe Barry Jackson's reported that they internally feel they can make some noise, and
it's like you stand in front of the mirror and you just lie to yourself and say, "I'm a model."
Yeah.
And then you go out into the real world, and they treat you like the hunchback.
You get those good angles on like the Tinder profile, right?
Right.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Up angle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, at some point, the deal is you got to be honest with yourself. And I get what the Heat are trying to do. First of all, there is no reason why all the young guys shouldn't be playing.
Well, here's the thing,
because I don't want this to linger into the following year without knowing what you have.
Can I tell you, though? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest, Posh.
Okay.
Last night, you cannot put on Erik Spoelstra about the young guys. And the young guys had, and Bam was alluding to this about looking in the mirror, which, by the way, 7 missed free throws in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me? Between him and Wiggins. Oh my God. But we have been standing on the table. Is it stand on the table, pound on the table? What do you do with the table?
Pounding the table.
You pound on the table.
Pounding the table for Kel'el Ware and Bam Adebayo to play together. Finally, after a good game in Washington, Spo, he cracks. He's like, all right, I'll give it a little looky-loo.
No.
And Kel'el Ware pulls the Duncan Robinson 2 for 2. And then he pulls the Super Robinson 3 for 3. And I was like,
he fouled out and only played like 12 minutes.
He comes in he starts the third quarter. 90 seconds passes, 4th foul. And Spo I saw him on the sidelines and he's just like, okay, all right, man. Pulls in, puts in a worse player in Jović because, oh my God, Jović, dude. Jesus.
That's your
what
man.
happened to him?
What happened to my boy?
That's your man.
What happened to him? What happened to Euro Nico? What happened to him? Did Astron get to him? Is he out partying late every single night?
I don't know.
What happened to this man? He stinks.
There's no other way to
There's
put it.
no other way. He stinks. And it breaks my heart to say that.
I mean, it is what it is.
He stinks.
Listen, here's what you need to learn. You can like a player and criticize what you're seeing. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody say, oh, now you're off the... It doesn't mean that. It means that you have to be honest with what you're seeing, even if you like a player.
And then, Ware comes in the fourth quarter. Like 10 seconds past, fifth foul.
Yeah,
And then Spoelstra's like, well, might as well just leave him in because he's either going to foul out. And then, what do you know? Fighting after trying to get a loose ball because he's done like nothing, fouls out. Come on, man.
You know what that means. He going to be on the
never
bench.
Going to play again. He's never going to play again. He's never going to play again. Because, Erik Spoelstra, I don't know what his night was like last night, okay?
Uh-huh.
But I imagine it was I imagine just 2 bottles of wine just watching that, like just soaking what the hell happened. Because they lost, Leroy, they lost to a team trying to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play any of their starters other than their child, Ace Bailey, who was cooking them.
Can I just tell you this? This is like in college football when you're blowing the team out, you put the young guys in, and sometimes the young guys want to do so well that they end up cooking even more. That's kind of what happened yesterday. They had a lot of guys who don't normally get a lot of time, and they're like, I ain't with this program. I'm going ball.
Has there ever been a game where both teams leave miserable? Because that's how the guy was like in the postgame, he's like, he's going like that. He's like, "Do you ever think about putting them in the void?" He goes, "Nah." Is this allowed? Like, this is crazy.
You know why it's allowed? They won. You can't. How you go? Wait, Vlad. How you gonna penalize a team for trying to lose?
Look, man.
But they won. You can't do nothing.
This is crazy.
They should come after the Heat.
Leroy, let's talk about this. Is the second time this season that a team is telling you we're trying to lose. We are allowing you to beat us in your home court, and they still lose.
Yep.
Remember Cleveland?
Yeah, but Cleveland was doing that for back-to-back reasons. Like, they weren't
I get
tanking.
it, but still, they were basically saying we're willing to lose this game to you, and you still lost.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's like this is as depressed as I've been. Like, going home last night, everybody could just see, and like I felt pity on me. Like when
felt pity on me.
People were like looking at me, and they could just tell I'm trying to hold it together, and I'm just like, I don't know. You only got so many rounds in you, you know. I know Schmeeth. One's got a lot of round to him. You bastard. I already know.
Called you Michelin, man.
You're just such a rat bastard. But dude, like Filipowski, like this is what we're losing to.
You're perplexed right now.
Filipowski.
He's perplexed, Leroy.
How did they lose it? Bam like cracked a dunk on him. He fell ass over tea kettle. I'm like, oh, good. They're going to win. Oh, just nail your free throws, guys. Go up 2 possessions. They're like, nah.
Tobin doesn't feel pity. He feels.
Do you know how much Chick-fil-A the Heat would have won for their fans if they were road team last night?
Oh, my goodness. With the bricks that were.
They missed 14 free throws. They're professionals.
the worst free throw shooter should be 7 to 10.
Right. Just the Simone Fontecchio 1 for 9, Jaime 1 for 6, Nico 0 for 4, Kel'el Ware fouls out in 2 seconds. Bam Adebayo getting his ass handed to him by Jaren Jackson Jr. The only person who could have warmed up my cold dark heart yesterday would have been Jović hitting that game winner. It was the only thing that could have saved me. He gets the look. And of course, that's the one he misses. Doesn't miss for 2 straight games. He's the only young guy to show up yesterday.
How happy would you have been if they won? I mean, clearly you want to win.
If Jović hit a game winner, Vlad, I would have been like, all right. But I wouldn't have been proud. But I'm like, all right, at least I'm leaving with something. At least Jović did something. I'm actually happy he drew it up for him instead of Wiggins. They got the play they wanted. They would have given me something. But now I have nothing. I've less than nothing. I am in debt. I am in basketball debt.
How are you in basketball debt? They owe you?
What? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't think clearly.
It's here. You could be in hockey debt because you went to 3 straight finals and now you're paying the bill. That's debt.
I feel like I'm still paying the debt for like the 2023 finals.
What? Huh?
Yeah. I technically I am in debt because I still have the Terry Rozier trade to pay off. Ridiculous, dude. You happy with this? You happy? Huh? Oh, we don't need to make any trades. You happy with this, guys? Danny Ainge running circles around you again in a new franchise. Congratulations, Pat. Keep telling me that the breakthrough is going to happen, Spo.
Can I tell you?
Keep telling us that the breakthrough is going to happen.
And can I just say something to you?
What, man? What do you want to say? Is it anything that's going to help right now, or is it just going to be like you're going to try and reason with me, and that's not what I want right now?
It's totally different. I'm trying to change the subject. Yesterday, I turned on Olympics, and I saw the ski jumping. Why did you have me staring at their crotches to see if they were getting more lift? I'm like,
wait, what?
You're not the only one.
I'm like,
honestly.
Italy, it's a little baggy.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
Oh, there's a whole investigation.
We don't have time. We got to take a break, Vlad. I mean, that's Sergei Bobrovsky at its finest. I mean, but we'll get to it. There's a penis controversy in ski jumping, a giant penis controversy. So take a break.
Hey, yo.
It has nothing to do with nothing. It's athletic performance, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll take a break.
Down. You're really.
How could I not be down? How could I not be down? Do you know I missed my children grow yesterday to watch this game.
Oh my God, he's blaming the Heat for it.
I did. They took and Vlad, it was the worst game. I mean, and you want to know what sucks about this NBA and why this Adam Silver's they had 2 flagrant foul reviews on Simone Fontecchio threes. 2. And they take forever. Just let's stop. Let's look. Because these refs are show ponies. They just want to be looked at. Let's look at it. Just decide a foul. You don't need to go to cameras for everything.
Leroy, I told you.
And there was a bazillion free throws.
Can we go to break?
And they missed 14 of them.
Stop.
Give him a hug, Leroy. He needs a hug.
Don't touch me.
What?
Wow, he's never rejected a hug.
He's yelling at me.
Don't touch me.
I didn't even do nothing.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I've never seen this Tobin before.
I don't want to be touched. I want to be left alone. All right. I'm only here out of obligation because I have to talk about it like a professional, but I'm not going to act professional. Why should I? Did you act professional last night? Down there? Did you? Filipowski, dude? Sensible? Who are these people?
This guy Sensible always owns the Heat, man.
Kills the Heat. How do you look yourselves in the mirror this morning? A team tries to give you a game. They say, here, take it. We don't want it. And you're like, no thanks. What happened to this franchise? This once proud franchise? Are you kidding me right now? Why am I this upset? I should expect they're kings of Playinville. Losing to tanking teams.
You know what would get them wins? If they were to say, we're officially tanking. Then they'll probably go on a 10-game winning streak.
You know what? That's exactly what happened in the 41-41 season.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. When Pat Riley was like, yeah, we may have to make some tough choices. All of a sudden, craziest run of your life. 4-year deals for Dion Waiters and James Johnson. You're right, Leroy.
The only difference is it won't cost them a lot of money because they got all young guys. So why not?
Take a break. Back after this.
Got what you
Welcome back, everybody.
See,
Tobin and Leroy here with you.
He trying to bring us back with some mellow music, soothe the mind a little bit. See?
That doesn't.
Isn't that helping?
No. You think of music? You don't think I would have listened to music last night on the ride home? Damn. No,
you listen to post game.
I listened to nothing. I sat in silence.
You drove in silence?
Silence.
Dude, so you were just building.
You think I want to listen to Solana comfort me?
Oh my God.
Point for Tobin.
Hey, I need to get my vest because people catching strays. I want to be protected.
You better put on more than a vest.
I know, man. What are we doing?
Everybody's catching shrapnels flying everywhere,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hey.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good for you. I'm happy. Happy you're doing well. I'm not.
So
I know.
Can
I'm
I
so
ask
sorry.
you a question?
No.
How good do you think this team should be? How much better do you think this team should be versus where they are? 5 games, 6 games?
No, I think they're about where they should be. But I will explain the thing that I have found frustrating, and I think I've said this all season, is where they are is not anywhere productive. They're not trying to get better by anything. They're not making any home run swings to move up the standings. They're literally just sitting here, floating.
7 to 10.
That's what's annoying about it. Like I'm not sitting here saying should the Heat be a 4? No, dude, I'm not saying that.
No, I
would be stunned if this team could win in the first round. I might be stunned if they could win 2 games in a first round series, especially against one of the top 2 seeds. But like I'm frustrated, and was my frustration at the trade deadline of this just meandering that they've done the last 3 years. And especially after the Jimmy thing was done, you're like, all right, cool. You guys know in the middle of this, the Norm Powell move is cool. We're going to need to do something. There's decisions that need to be made. And they're just like, nah, we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. And that's what my big frustration is like they don't really feel rudderless right now.
Right. It almost seems like they're in a place now they don't know what move to make that's going to make them better.
Yeah.
And but I would say you're more upset because they can't possibly believe that they were going to be better just staying pat. Just being who they are.
Right. And I think the thing that's embarrassing for whatever they think, this is like the weakest the East has been in I don't know how long.
Correct. I mean,
and
you were meandering around 500 earlier in the year, and you were like 6th.
Yeah,
you're right.
No, they had like that good. I mean, November. We'll always have November. November was amazing. 7 over that Clippers win. Oh, take me back. That was great.
You talking about the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first 21 games. What a 21 game run it was. We were changing basketball. The pace was crazy.
Running. Yeah.
You know, notice we haven't heard of that Memphis guy lately. Where's he been at?
Ja?
No. Oh, I wish we had.
Come
Ja.
on,
oh, that'd be
Leroy.
great.
Come on.
That's my language. That's what I wanted.
That's not your language.
That's my language. That's what I would have wanted.
See,
Ja wouldn't have let that happen.
Here's what I tried to get
All
you
of a
out
sudden
of.
now, Tobin's a
I'm trying to
Rastafari.
get you out of the habit of wanting change when it won't necessarily be better.
Can't be worse.
But that's not a solution.
It is a solution.
That's not a solution. Let's change. It
So
can't be no
Fontecchio is
worse.
my solution. That's what I get.
I'm just saying, like, because what happens is when you make moves like that and they don't work, now you're just prolonging the mediocrity. So that means now next year you got Ja, but guess what? Ja's doing Ja stuff, and we're still in Playinville. It didn't work.
Better than Tyler stuff, which is just never play basketball.
Oh, he's close.
At least he gives me dunks.
He's close. Him and Tyler are competing for who plays the fewest games. You don't want to hear that, but it's true, and you know it. So how's that a solution?
It's not a solution. What about Zion?
What is that?
Zion.
Wait. Do you hear his response?
Yeah.
I say, how's that a solution? It's not a solution.
Exactly.
Do you?
He's been playing. The guy you talked me out of, Zion. He's been playing a lot of games in a row. You didn't want me to go after him either.
Hold on.
You want to put Zion in Astron?
No, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
For all the things you say about Ja.
Yeah.
And all the things I say about Ja. You think Zion in Miami is a good move?
Why not?
That's like putting a fat kid in
You
a
realize that this is
in a
the
cake
first
factory.
time he's ever mentioned this.
No, I know. And I said the same thing then. And we said the same thing.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything. They'll go and they'll give the max to Norman Powell because understand the grind.
Isn't that what you wanted, though?
No.
He wanted.
No.
Oh.
No. Not at all. Not at all. That's not what I wanted.
And you know what sucks? There were 2 stats I heard last night. And it was brutal. One was, well, if we can just get past, the third quarter, which they did.
Yep.
Right?
Had a decent third quarter.
And then right after that, then I heard the big news. And that was the Heat are 1-20 something this year when trailing at halftime.
Trailing after 3.
Trailing after 3.
Yeah. You want to know another stat?
What?
Since the start of last season, the Miami Heat have blown 32 double-digit leads to lose games, more than anybody else in the NBA.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's nearly a quarter of the games, man.
That's effing
82
crazy.
games. That's almost half.
No, but I'm just saying right now they've played what?
Oh,
50?
okay, a quarter of the games.
Both years.
Both years. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's crazy. Somebody put a stat. I didn't do the research on it.
I mean, that's stuff that the Charlotte Hornets haven't done.
Somebody put up a stat because they were like, if the Heat only played first halves, that they would be the 73-win Golden State Warriors. But somebody actually, I think, did do the numbers on it. I'll find and give credit to the Twitter, but they did the record, and they say that he would be 33-17
this year
if games just ended at halftime.
Or they only played 3 quarters and took out the third quarter.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't done that one yet, but yeah, probably.
Well,
last year it was the 4th. This year it's the 3rd.
Yeah, that would be crazy if you take out the 4th and 3rd quarters. The 4th quarter of last year and 3rd quarter this year, and what their record would be. Oh wow!
I don't, and I can't explain why, because when you watch them in the second half, it's almost like they play a different style of basketball. It seems like all of a sudden James Harden's on the team, and they just dribble, ISO. It's the craziest thing. I can't explain it. I mean,
what's to explain? I think it's Aaron says the team's just boring. Point blank, period. He's right.
I mean,
just bland. It's a malaise.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I wanted to spice things up.
Yeah, but you want these exciting players, but you're still gonna lose. That's the thing.
I don't know. Maybe. Who's to say?
Come on.
But you can't make decisions just like maybe it'll work, maybe it won't.
Used to be an organization that would take some risks on some talent, some guys with some baggage.
Yeah,
and
but
get the best
they were always right.
Yeah.
Like if they're having questions about it, look, there's it here. Think about this. There is no team in the NBA that could not have had Ja Morant at the trade deadline.
Sure.
And nobody, even the Heat, were like one of the only teams that even kicked the tires on it. What is that telling you? When everybody in the league, nobody wants Ja, they don't want to deal with that foolishness.
Shmeilan Shmolnik says, you can't turn a chinchilla into a pit bull.
What are we doing with this? Like, you got mongoose and what was that? What was that saying?
It's a twitcher.
No.
Press the wrong button.
What do we say now? But what did you say the other day? Mongoose in the
You can't take a mongoose.
I said you can take a mongoose out of the jungle and put it in the forest. It just makes it a ferret.
Yeah. You and what y'all had beers this weekend?
I don't know.
A
few.
Talking alike.
I need some more.
Hey, I'm telling you what, that citrus Corona.
It was good.
Yeah, tasty.
We'll take a break here on the program. That was your 15 minutes of the Kings of Playinville, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Take a break. Back after this.
Today's topics are sponsored
Now, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Just got sent odds from the people at Bet Online on Kachuk fights. Will either Kachuk brother fight in the Olympics?
Yes.
It's an easy yes.
Yes is plus 550. So it's not you're not supposed to fight in the Olympics. It's uncouth.
By the way, watch the Olympics. Confirm my theory about luge.
What about it?
Single or double luge,
Hmm?
luge can kick rocks.
Why?
Because you're laying on your back and you're going down this mountain and all you can see is two little eyeballs.
So you're saying luge can kick rocks like as a sport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys see those?
Have you seen two-man luge? They jump on top of each other and they lay on each other's back. So,
Do you go faster?
I don't know. It's just two-man luge. And then,
Hey, yo.
periodically you hear. The beginning transition wasn't fluid or it's a little choppy. I'm like, you think two people laying on top of each other, sliding down a hill at 70 miles an hour, it could be awkward at times?
I mean, Jack and Jill did.
They're
But, like,
definitely used
Do you run on the luge like the bobsled, or do you just
No.
go down?
So they push, then one jumps on, then the other one jumps on.
So they
top.
do push.
Yeah.
Okay. I
And
didn't,
then, or do they do? I don't know if they do the hands. I know the single luge. they
Talk to
do
the mic.
hands.
talking
right.
to the mic, dude.
The single luge they do the hands.
You don't have to do the show for me visually.
All right. Well, I was just saying.
I haven't. The only thing I've watched so far is curling. That's the only thing I've
What?
watched.
I love the curl.
I watched ski jumping.
I haven't watched ski jumping. So
Ski
you
jumping,
you were
yeah.
you were checking
Yeah.
out their flying squirrel pouch and seeing
Yes.
if it was
Yes. No, but they like
well, they're not supposed to do it. I mean, like, that's
the crazy thing about it is that I thought it was always who could jump the farthest, but it's a whole technical thing.
so like,
like,
what you have to like
how
stick the landing.
How still you are,
Oh, so there's like judges,
right? How still you are in the air.
Oh, okay.
How do you stick the landing?
I didn't know that.
Right. It's not just jumping.
I don't know many of the Winter Olympic sport rules. I don't know what's
Right.
like.
Well, I know the
bobsled's
luge and the bobsled don't crash. The U.S. bobsled team.
dude, I saw that.
Did you
video.
see that?
Yeah.
Three of them just like
Could you imagine
up against the wall.
You're
You
training-
practice 4 years,
Yeah,
and
4 years and you can't even get in the stupid bobsled? It's crazy. It's almost as embarrassing as losing to the Utah
Hey,
Jazz.
wait. In Jamaica, they learned on dirt, and you have access to all of the snow.
With
This
John
ain't
Candy?
cool runnings. Come, what is wrong with you
But there was a
guys?
true story. It was based off a true story.
Well, if it was a true story, they actually lost their sled the first time trying to run like the Swiss.
No, that was the second time. Was it the second time?
It
or
was the first time.
First time.
First time.
No, the final run. That was the try.
No, the first run, John Candy pushed them down. He wasn't going to make them do their own start. Then the first to do their first jump in start, they lost the sled. And everybody was making fun of them.
But I'm saying that was practice. In the
it was a
actual
time
event,
trial, yes.
In the actual event, the first one is when they scrapped everything, but then they crashed on the second one, and then they carried the sled across the finish line.
Where was the lucky egg?
He had it in his pocket. I don't know.
Which one? Like he had it the whole time?
Yeah.
It never broke.
No.
See what happened with Lindsey Vonn announced. She had she fractured, I think it was her tibia.
Let me tell you, that hurts. Remember I did that?
Jeez.
Just doing nothing.
That's crazy. She said it had nothing to do with the ACL.
No, it doesn't.
That's kind of like, do you
You
think
know what
she-
it's from?
Do you think she got like mentally?
No. You want me to tell you what it's from?
What?
Being 41 and trying to go down a damn hill.
Yeah, but she just did it.
But your body, like you're doing it a bunch of times, your body can't. She's 41, dude.
Well, she's obviously going to say that it had nothing to do with the ACL because everybody thought she was crazy to do
but
it.
when you do that, it's from the twisting. It has nothing to do with the ligaments.
But she kicked the pole. Like that's what kind of sent her.
It has nothing to do with the ligaments.
Why do you age shame, Leroy?
I'm not aged. I'm just. All right. Let me put it this way. Okay. I came to work one day and my leg was killing me. And all I had done was gone to the gym and golf the past weekend. And my leg was killing me.
Yeah, but you play
right?
the sport.
Hold on. Yes. A sport that's not as hard on the knees as skiing.
Yeah, it's hard on the knees. You get hit.
I was there.
I'm just
telling you, not as hard as skiing. So the fact that she is older than almost anybody that's done it, it takes a toll on you. And all that bouncing on the knee or whatever, all you need to do is catch it in the wrong way and you're going to chip something.
It doesn't matter if you're 41, 21, or 31. It's gonna.
But if you're younger, the infrastructure around your bones can.
Well, I do wonder though, if she was younger, would she have risked it? Like, I think the thing with going down the hill at this age, it's like, well,
this is it for me.
What's the worst it's gonna happen? Because I'm probably not gonna do it at 45. She was already in a comeback mode,
right?
Because what she had back injuries for
a whole series of
injuries. It's a dangerous sport. And they had a helicopter out of there, so they got her on the thing.
Well, no, because that's the only way.
I know, but it's crazy.
Here's what you.
It was a crazy visual.
Can I just? Have you ever been on a mountain?
I mean, like in Tennessee, but not like with snow.
Can I just tell you, the hardest thing to conceptualize is how steep the hill is. It is really TV doesn't do it justice. How else do you think you can go down the hill going 70 miles an hour? It's got to be steep.
Lindsey Vonn posted on Instagram yesterday, my Olympic dream did not finish the way I dreamt it would. It wasn't a storybook ending or a fairy tale. It was just life. I dared to dream. I had worked hard to achieve it, because in downhill ski racing, the difference between a strategic line and a catastrophic injury can be as small as 5 inches. I was simply 5 inches too tight on my line when my right arm hooked inside the gate, twisting me, resulted in my crash. My ACL and past injuries had nothing to do with my crash whatsoever. Unfortunately, I sustained a complex tibia fracture that is currently stable, but will require multiple surgeries to fix it properly. Well, yesterday did not end the way that I had hoped, and despite the intense physical pain it caused, I have no regrets. Standing in the starting gate yesterday was an incredible feeling that I will never forget. Knowing I stood there having a chance to win was a victory in it of itself. I also knew racing was a risk. It was always and will always be a very dangerous sport. I tried, I dreamt, I jumped.
You were intangible.
You've gone too far. You are a tangible. You can't tell an intangible about skiing.
See, I don't look at it like that. If you want to tell me about skiing, you can tell me about skiing.
I was just telling about the stress on your knees. Like, there's so many different things, right? I forgot what they said about Duncan. When you get older, it's not going up that hurts. It's coming down.
Speaking of Duncan.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about Duncan Robinson last night.
What did he do?
You didn't see it?
You didn't see the Pistons, Hornets.
He got in a fight?
No. He did the
bomb, the original bomb.
So yesterday you had I think it was Moussa Diabate and Jalen Duren got into it. Mm-hmm. Duren, who's a giant, he mushed him right in the face, and it was on. But then there were no punches landed. It was a lot of swinging and missing and running around all over the place.
However,
and then out of nowhere, like it was Royal Rumble, who's running in there to chaos but Beef Stew on the Pistons? Isaiah Stewart.
The Jamaicans always coming out of nowhere, man.
I
love IR.
And he's going to get suspended because you can't come off the bench to fight. It's like the number one rule. Although who knows with Adam Silver, he doesn't enforce any of his rules. You know, he's a Ken doll. So anyway, yeah, it was just chaos all around. They're fighting. They're yelling at each other. No punches landed, by the way. And Duncan Robinson he literally just like looks at it in disgust and just like walks away. Had no time for it. Zero time to be engaged with the kid's shenanigans.
Oh, is it? I'm an intangible. These looks like tangible. He
could have fought Con Knipple.
Nah, Con Knipple would have kicked his ass, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think Con Knipple's kicking his ass?
You think Knipple, with a name like Knipple, hasn't had to fight early in his life?
He's always been fighting.
I definitely take Duncan Robinson over Knipple.
Hell no, I'm taking Knipple.
No
You know, growing up, how many kids made fun of him and he had to defend his family name?
And what? Like, just because you got made fun of with your name doesn't mean you can fight. I'm taking Duncan Robinson.
Okay.
Got that old man strength now.
What old man strength?
Like 31. Knipple's like a kid. He's like 19.
He got that young man strength.
Does he? Didn't look like it last night.
What do you mean? He didn't get
He was trying to make peacemaker too.
He
was like, guys,
dude,
guys.
What do you think intangibles do when tangible affairs are happening? They're trying to make peace.
Well, then Duncan Robinson's got to fight Knipple. This is where we settle it. Intangible.
And nobody want to see two intangibles.
They're not going to fight. They're just going to have a 3-point shit contest.
Yeah.
Schmidt says, you know what they say about Knipple? He's perky. They did lose yesterday.
Somebody already put a line on it. 3-1, Knipple favorite.
Duncan's just at that point. I don't think, but like Duncan has had people try and step to him, and he hasn't backed off of them.
Yeah, no, I know.
But he had no time for it. Remember when D Wade was in Chicago, and Jimmy Butler and the Bulls got into it with the Celtics, and D Wade was just shooting warm-ups while everybody was fighting,
trying to get his shot right.
I don't have any time for this. Enough of this nonsense.
I never got involved in it because keep in mind, as a running back, if anybody is mad at defense, they don't take it out on the guy they got in a fight with. They take it out on the next guy carrying the football. And so I'm like, although I like the enthusiasm, I do not share your enthusiasm, and I get over to the side. I'm not fighting. Now, if somebody do me wrong and need to be dealt with, I deal with it. But first, I give the officials a warning. I say, it's your job to protect us on the field. If you do not, then I have every right to protect myself. Let them know what's up.
How many warnings will you give the official? Like, do you give a strike 1 or 2, or is it just a 1 warning?
1 warning. Like, it only take you to get caught in a bad spot 1 time before you get hurt.
Well, anyway, the Kachuk odds are strangely plus 550 to get into a fight.
Well, because the rules of international hockey are a little bit different, so
it's very frowned upon.
Yeah,
and I think you can get immediate ejection.
Ejection for fighting? No.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, really? I don't think it's they don't play with that stuff
for the game or for the tournament.
No, for the game.
I mean, I might miss a game to get my team
to get them hyped.
Yeah,
you got to be down though.
But no, if you're down 2-0 to Canada, I might start a fight.
Here is the peacemaker Knipple. This is him on how they dealt with the fight.
Yeah, I think it just took us, not focusing on, the physicality of the game, not focusing on the officials, and just, focusing on what we needed to do and executing down the stretch. When we focus on ourselves, and what we need to do, we're a really good team. And unfortunately tonight we just got, a little caught up in all the other stuff.
Oh, their coach went crazy too. Lee, he got mad because Grant Williams just barely touched. I think it was Duran.
Mm-hmm.
And they called a foul, and this dude went ballistic on the officials. It was insane.
You know what that means, right?
Hmm?
Your likely 1-8 matchup in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless they beat the Heat in the first play-in game, we'll see. They're now trying to infiltrate Plainville.
Oh, they're in Plainville.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the newest entrant.
They just moved into the block. We'll see if they stay, but I think the Bulls are pretty cooked. So I think it's safe to say they will be around.
So it's going to be you, Atlanta, your cohorts.
The whole division.
Charlotte.
Is it the whole division?
The whole division except for the Wizards.
Is it Orlando, Miami, then Charlotte, Atlanta, Charlotte?
Yep.
Wow,
everybody can't be in it. Don't you get in for winning the division?
No, not anymore. They got rid of that a while ago. They got rid of that. This was JB Bickerstaff on the brawl.
again, our guys deal with a lot, right? But they're not the ones that initiated. They're not the ones that crossed the line tonight. It was clear, through frustration because of what JD was doing, that they crossed the line. And I hate that it got as ugly as it got. That's not something that you ever want to see. But if a guy throws a punch at you, you have a responsibility to protect yourself. And that's what happened tonight. You go back and watch the film. They're the ones that initiated crossing the line. And our guy had to defend himself.
All right. Coach sticking up
That's
for his
about
guy.
what I said to the official.
Take a break here on the show. Get you caught up with your headlines. We also got another Luke Bryan ticket giveaway later on today, so stay tuned. We're back after this.
We've got a huge hurt.
Might have gotten the loudest pop last night whenever a Bad Bunny song was playing at the arena. The Heat were Bad Bunny last night in that they couldn't make any bunnies.
Nah, Bad Bunny's making bunnies, man. He don't miss.
What a time for him, man. What a show. The theatrics.
It was just cool.
It was visually captured.
It's amazing. Nobody
it's so
here. The level of your whiteness has been determined by how much you complain and the things that you say negatively about the halftime show. For example, the first thing is, it wasn't even in English. Why are we accommodating them? That's like,
who's that voice? Is that like you?
I don't know.
That feels like somebody who lives in your neighborhood.
Oh, no.
Because I got
no.
No, dude, your neighborhood's definitely got some people like that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, first of all, getting into your neighborhood is legitimately probably harder than getting into the White House.
It's true.
I was like, he's like, that's them scanning my ID. They're like, I don't know what is your purpose here. Here, this is my friend, man. Are you on the list? I don't know. I think. You've been here before. Are you a business? No, I just said I was here for my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
They're in Arizona, which is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. They don't have anybody local. They used to have a security guard. Now they just they put them on. So if somebody leaps the fence, what do? Do they call in the forces? Is that what happens?
No, nobody's leaping that fence. What, dude?
It's a very big fence.
Yeah. But yeah, so and just hearing, what people were saying, and without knowing their background, you could clearly tell the people that, like some of the complaints weren't even real complaints.
I think we live in a society today too. I really do think people have already decided before they really would even experience it.
Right.
Like if you're going into it already pissed off about stuff. First of all, how many people are switching the halftime show?
Right.
Like
so to watch lip syncing. By the way, I don't think my man sang like 3 words.
No.
Kid Rock.
He's washed.
But it was lip syncing.
But let me tell you something.
It wasn't even live.
I feel like Bad Bunny had a very large audience of people before this whole Super Bowl situation.
Right, exactly.
Everyone loved Bad Bunny. Out of nowhere, there was just so much hate because he was the person that was going to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
Why all of a sudden the switch? Like, you weren't complaining about his language before.
Because everybody looks at opportunities.
And also, it's not like the message was not necessarily in all his lyrics. Everything was just played out for you so you can see it. Okay. You don't have to understand the language to know what he was saying, actually.
Oh, no, Nick T. He said Leroy invites Tobin to party so he can say there's a weight limit at his party. Absolutely not. I'm stuck. I am stuffing every human being that comes through the door.
Yeah.
Well fed. You're going to eat and be happy.
The headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. What is your wow reaction to Jay Gatto saying Tobin is bad porky? Sometimes they don't even try anymore, man.
You don't even try.
There should be some sly words. You're just like, hey. Point for
I just like, listen, there's real life stuff going on in the world. Like, why do we have to find crap to be mad? Right?
We're just going, yeah.
And there's people that
your predetermination of being pissed off without even I'm gonna do it this way.
You know what a lot of people did? The same thing you did with the wing, with the
candy,
the ribs.
Yeah.
It's like,
I still, it was good. I enjoyed it. You're good.
You know your way around a kitchen.
When I told people what's in it, they all panic.
I'll tell you who was real happy was Tommy trying jambalaya for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Opened a whole new world for him.
Yeah.
He was like, what is this?
Yeah. just saying. You ever seen that that thing on on the internet when they take their white friends to eat black people food?
Yes.
You go, what is this?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Tommy.
But I've also seen funny ones like on black people going to white people TikTok for baked goods, and they're just like, they're trying things like that too.
I've tried everything. I've gone to Passover.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to an Italian meal where they just a free for all at the middle of the table, right? Where they do family style. They do family style.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is there an actual fight going on? Because that happens a lot of times too.
Where? At a lot of, if you go to an Italian meal, a lot of yelling.
You talking about an Italian household? Not an
Yeah,
Italian
household.
meal. Okay.
Household where they cook, like it's a big table and everybody and the food is just all in the middle.
No, there's a lot of yelling. There might be a fight.
Yeah.
Speaking of, by the way, shout out to our boy Fabian from C4 who just dropped off some. Which, by the way, I need this because I was just watching bad basketball till 1 a.m. yesterday.
I'm really sad. Down in the dumps.
Yeah, I'm really sad and down in the dumps. I still love my favorite basketball team, but
wait, they have a name. You could call them by their name.
Yeah, you know what their name is.
What's their name? Tobin.
Name.
Tobin,
they're the Kings. They're the Kings of Plainville.
You don't even want to say their name.
I'm mad at them.
Oh my God, you're really hurt.
Yes. Has that not come across in the last hour plus, Vlad? Did you not see my sad face when you said good morning and I said, is it?
He even took it out on the morning.
Poor Kasper's Yakachonis.
Somebody said it perfectly.
Somebody get Kasper some help.
Kasper's. Now all of a sudden he is, man, the night before, if he had made that 3-pointer in the corner.
Would have helped me a little bit. But anyway, shout out to Fabian. He brought us a whole slew of their flavors. Oh.
But say the flavor you got because I got the same one.
This is Cereal Killer, but it's cereal like the
like Fruit Loops.
Like Fruit Loops. And it's got Fruit Loops all over it.
That's what you have too?
Yeah.
I thought you were getting.
I was really
I went tangible
by the Fruit Loops.
What'd you go with?
Cherry popsicle.
I went tangible too.
What'd you go?
Hawaiian Punch. I got that red.
I got that red, Craig. I got that red, Craig.
Does it taste like Fruit Loops?
It does. It tastes just. You know what it tastes like? It tastes kind of like I forget what the hell the flavor was. It tastes really good. I don't know.
You're talking about the
yeah, the one with the it tastes like a popsicle.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
The what?
Just give it a shot, Jennifer. It's right there. There you go.
All right.
Crack it open and.
That's good.
Well done.
Yeah.
I like
See,
it.
I went even
what are you, an energy drink sommelier?
Smell.
It's not wine.
It does smell like Hawaiian Punch.
Like, look, Vlad.
Ooh.
Let's see.
It's good.
Wow.
It's that drink, huh?
How about
It's
that?
that drink.
It's that drink, huh?
It's that drink.
Oh, man.
Red.
Wow. Red.
Hey, Fabian.
Come back.
Let's get some. Let's
get a
get.
pile of this.
Hey, you want to impress me? Bring some purple.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh man.
You do purple and red.
Your tang wasn't tang if it wasn't red or purple.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh
man.
no, absolutely.
By the way, Will Campbell came out today. He did not speak to the media after the loss on Super Bowl Sunday. He said that he tore a ligament in his knee.
Arms?
No, not in his arms. Not in his arms. In his knee beforehand, before the playoffs. So maybe that explains why he got turnstiled.
In every game?
In every game.
Listen, I knew they were going to be in trouble.
He said there's no excuse, though. No excuse.
I knew they were going to be in trouble when Denver was getting pressure with 4 guys, which meant to me if they would have had an average quarterback, like basic quarterbacking skills without throwing the ball backwards, right, that New England wouldn't even made it to the Super Bowl. Now you multiply that by 2 or 3, and that gives you Seattle's defense. So
did you see that one play when that old lineman?
Oh,
the
when
intangibles?
the old lineman pushed him back with the kazoo helmet, pushed him back, and then grabbed the quarterback with the other hand while dealing with the lineman with this hand.
Leroy, that's the most disrespectful sack I've ever seen. Like, as a lineman, I would have. You got to leave now. You got to leave. You got to go. Go to the locker room.
Hey,
don't come back.
You know what I would have did? Been hurt. I would have got up limping.
No, man, you can't get bull rushed.
Ruben
like
Bain did that was the playoff of the national championship when I think it was the semifinal where he did that, where he dragged a guy all the way back and tackled the running back.
Yeah.
But I just figured, well, that's a top 5 guy against a college kid. I didn't think I'd see that in the pros.
Tobin, he pushed him back, and then he went over him to grab Drake May and then throw Drake May down.
Yeah, he grabbed him in the chest like a child and pulled him down with the offensive lineman.
That's when I was like, it's over. Forget it.
I knew it was over when, think about it this way during the course of the game. They never put pressure on Seattle to have to press. So when it was 3rd down and they were in field goal range, they never pressed to score a touchdown because they didn't have to, because New England wasn't doing nothing on offense. So you just play the game in front of you, take the points or whatever. But it was a record of how many field goals were kicked. If he only kicked 3 field goals, that's 14 more points. It could have very easily been a 45 to easily.
Yeah. Dade South says, got that Eichenberg vibes. Yeah.
No, oof. I don't think I ever seen that happen to Eichenberg.
Nah,
not like that.
Yeah,
not like that. Not like that.
He usually falls on his face before it gets to that point.
I don't
That's
know,
usually
dude.
his move. I hope so. I hope he's a lot better this year. He was not very good this year.
Well, all right. He can't be any worse.
Yeah. Let me introduce you to
Somebody asked me, how many times have you faked injury? Never. Never.
I mean, you'd think he couldn't be worse, Vlad, but let me introduce you. I could take you over to 601 Biscayne Boulevard and introduce you to number 5.
Your boy, your son? You think mom's talked to me?
What happened to my boy? What happened? Disappointing. Crazy, man. But I don't know, do they go into it? I'm wondering, do they put him back on his natural side? Would that help him?
Who?
Or do you
Jonah?
just hope? Yeah, Jonah. Or do you just hope that he gets it?
I mean,
or maybe you don't guarantee him. Maybe he's just a depth spot. It's not your pick. I mean, maybe you go and you get another lineman. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Here's the problem. When new coaches come in and they watch the film, right? They look at what you do well, why you struggled, and did you get better? That offensive line, I will say this, was as connected as any offensive line they had in the last 3 or 4 years at the end of the year. So that meant they were progressing, whether it's working together or individually, they were getting better. The problem is that we don't have time for that as fans, for a guy to learn how to play the position. Because it was win now, and you got all these young guys that you thrust into.
Well, yeah, it's a much different situation. Whatever the Dolphins are going to have this year, we talked about this going into the year. They didn't really have time for rebuilding last year for all the rookies they played.
Right.
Now, I don't know if any of these rookies are going to turn out to be stars or any of them.
I would say
next year.
Savannah will be okay. I think that KG will be okay. He started playing a lot better.
He did.
And what happened, and what you have to realize is, to the dummies, they're going to say, oh, he didn't look better at the end of the year. He didn't have any numbers, right? But everybody else did, which means he was doing his job absorbing bodies. So that meant, isn't it ironic that as KG picked it up, then your guys start making plays. Sealer start making plays. They start getting pressure more on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It started coming. You just didn't have time to develop guys, and you had a lot of young guys playing. So I know they're going to look at the film and say, man, look at where these guys are at the end of the year. If we can just keep that progression going, Savai and KG are going to be good players. Now, Chop was injured. He was banged up. And I don't know what the extent of the injury is, but every time you have a player that works on explosiveness and speed that gets banged up and doesn't have that explosiveness or speed, it looks terrible.
They're also in the situations because it is like a fresh start. Like, I don't know what the expectations on these guys should really be.
Right.
And so, like, last year, it felt like it was such a do or die season for that era of the Dolphins. Maybe it just feels a little bit more free this year for everybody. You know, it's not like, hey, we need you to come in and we need you to produce. You know, look, they're still going to be looking for these guys. Nobody wants a 1-15 first season as a coach, but it's not like, I'm sure Hafley's not on a playoffs or else. Like, the guy's in his first year. John Eric Sullivan's in his first year, and they're going to lay the groundwork for whatever they got to do.
Here's the conversation that they are going to have that you are not going to be privy to. They're going to all have to sit in a room and be honest with what they expect and what they think they can accomplish. And they have to be honest with it. That way, nobody's looking down from up above, you know, from the offices looking down and going, Phew, this coach is terrible. We should be better than this. Even though, you know, you want to win as many games as possible. You do. But you also have to keep in mind what you're going to go through. You might have, look, if they get the right guy to play quarterback, you're going to have $99 million in dead cap. How are you going to do that? Right? How are you going to get around that? That's going to force even younger players to play because you're going to need more cheap labor. So how's the development going to work on your young players? You're going to need KG. You're going to need Savai Knight. You're going to need all those young guys on defense to actually come through because you can't afford to pay anybody else. So that is going to go to, okay, let's develop these guys. Let's get the most out of them. Let's do what we can to get some production out of these guys. If the offensive line stays the same as it was at the end of the year next year, they're going to be better. I've told you this for years. Sometimes you don't need all your offensive linemen to be first rounders, but you do need them to play together.
Sure.
And if they could get another year under their belt with minor tweaks, that's going to make everybody on the offensive line better.
Take a break. Back after this. Leroy and I were looking like the Heat yesterday in the fourth quarter.
And that's so I just asked him how much we go charge for that condo we just built with all them bricks.
That was tough. It's a new rim.
Oh, it was bouncy.
It was bouncy. It was bouncy. You guys can get in on the chat at 1043 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 1043 WQAM on Twitch.
Did Leroy just call all rookies cheap labor? Yes, I did. It's not it's a fact. Like when you look at sports, organizations that have success draft well or have young talent that they don't have to pay a lot of money. What is that called? Like, it's not an insult or anything like that. That's just the reality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that usually make the biggest jump in sports are the team that has young players under their control for a couple of years before they have to give them the big money.
Hey, speaking of cheap labor, Vlad, were you at Marlin's Media Day? Like when you sent all that Marlin sound in?
Now, when you claim that I'm doing cheap, are you saying that I'm doing cheap labor by covering the Marlins?
No, I'm talking about the Marlins are cheap labor because they don't have anybody other than
I did.
So you went to a Marlins. I was excited because I was just like, whoa, this is a lot of Marlins stuff that we've got.
I did.
And so like so you went to the fan fest or like the media day?
No, I went to the media day.
Really?
Yes, I did.
How was it?
It was cool.
What?
I mean, cool. Like it was cold. It was because
okay.
It was a little cold. I was like, yeah, the stadium's kind of cold in here. I was cool.
Anybody interesting that you enjoyed speaking with?
I love talking to Sandy.
He's the best.
Sandy felt so. There's a confidence with Sandy.
Yeah.
Like after that year,
mm-hmm.
after all the trade trade rumors, and just didn't know if he was gonna last the whole season and how he would come back from Tommy John. But you saw the minute the trade deadline went away,
he started throwing heaters.
He started being the Sandy that we recognize. So it was good because you could tell that this team loved the way they ended the year last season, and they're not gonna surprise anyone, and they don't want to be looked upon as a surprise team. They really feel like they could make a wild card run. And so that was exciting because, like I've told you before, this is gonna be a cold spring and summer for us here.
We need something, especially if the Panthers can't get it together.
Man, last year everything was setting up. Won the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball held us in there till football.
They did.
And then the Canes held us down.
The Canes
held us down
till the final, and now we're in
the dark ages right now.
Sports purgatory right now.
So we got a month before baseball.
Because the Panthers, I mean, unless we're going to watch international hockey.
Hold on, guys. We have a couple weeks.
The Pinks?
Starting tonight. No, starting tonight.
Canes
basketball.
got a big game against UNC tonight. If they win, that's for sure their best win of the season. I think, what is UNC, 11?
Yes, UNC's 11 after upsetting
Arizona lost last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, without Kansas' best player, the best player who's going to be the number one draft pick, Peterson. He didn't play, I believe.
Yeah.
Tonight,
you'll hear that game here on QAM, but 7
p.m. tip off, and it's on ESPN as well. So it's a big national televised game.
And UNC's just coming off beating Duke, where they're of course they had the Belichick and his squeeze there with the funny she shirt.
Oh my God! I didn't realize she did that shirt.
Yeah.
What was on that shirt? That was the spa.
Jupiter Happy Spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
That means, you know what that means? He felt that Kraft had something to do with him not getting elected first.
Kraft's been dumping on him ever since he left. Kraft has been, they're very team petty at each other. Very team petty at each other. It's kind of crazy.
I can't wait for the 30 for 30 on the Dynasty.
He kind of did it. He did it for Apple. And I think that was a big part of it. I don't remember what they called it, but they did like a big thing, Vlad, that they produced, and they basically like took all of Belichick's credit away in the documentary. It was very Last Dance-ish, where like Michael Jordan kind of like
so they
dumped on Scotty.
They crossed on Belichick? Like
broke bat on Belichick.
Which is crazy. Like, look, one of the things that we have to get over, right? And this has ended many relationships for no reason, is that if everybody was winning, everybody should be happy. But for some reason, if everybody's winning, then somebody needs to be the main cog as to why. Even though we always talk about team and doing everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the owner versus Belichick, when you look at Belichick versus Brady, hell, you could go back to Dante and Randy Moss, right? Same conversations. Well, who's more responsible, this or that? Like, how about your great teammates?
Leroy.
Huh?
What do you think the media is there for?
I mean, I guess to make it an issue that really shouldn't be.
Exactly. If things are going great, they're gonna have to find a way,
right,
to make a story or sell.
They don't want you can't be kumbaya.
No,
you can't.
And if you have the athletes who are going to talk, perfect example is Kobe and Shaq.
Right. Everything would have been fine if everybody just left them alone. They would have just hated. They would have just look. They would have just didn't like each other and just played together because that's what teammates do.
Well, I think Shaq was also upset because Kobe ratted on him on some certain behaviors that kind of broke the relationship there as well.
Yeah.
But Shaq was still, even at the 06 thing, he was still kind of talking about that fourth, the championship. He goes, I had to get it before. He called him the other guy at the time. So even he could tap into. I know Shaq's tried to back off that beef, especially with Kobe's tragic passing. But like that was a blood feud back when that breakup happened.
Right.
Those Heat Lakers Christmas Day matchups were monstrous.
By the way, my first time talking to you guys since the 20th celebration.
Yes.
Hey man.
What?
Leroy.
What's up?
I know you like shaming people.
No, don't do it. It's not
Leroy.
nice. Come on,
Leroy.
What's up?
Show more grace.
What are we doing?
I know who he's referring to.
I don't
want to say it. You could tell him during the break.
Former Celtic.
You don't need to narrow it down.
No, I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of them didn't look too good.
Oh, Tippy Toe 3?
Tippy Toe 3 was the worst of them all. But a lot of them didn't look good.
His body caught up to his head?
Here's the thing. They got nice jackets, right?
Yes.
And then the jackets were fly. And I'm like, oh, but the people that were wearing the jackets weren't fly. I'm like, oh. Like some of them weren't, oh, man. They haven't hit the gym in a minute. They haven't hit a gym.
I mean, listen. Here's how it goes. Let me explain this to you. Usually guys that were on the fringe when they played, you know who they are. When they get done, they don't all of a sudden decide, now I'm going to get in shape. Right?
Yeah, but oof. He looks like a nose tackle now.
GP says that Doliak cowboy hat, though, 10 out of 10.
Oh, I knew.
Look. I heard Doliak was on Heat Weekly the next day, and he goes, Tommy asked him, how much you miss Miami? He goes, not at all. He's like, I just like being on my ranch in Montana. I'm like, we can tell. We can tell, dude. We'll take a break. Appropriately, the damage is done, my friend. Next. All right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hey, Luke Bryan is bringing his Word on the Street tour to I Think Financial Amphitheater this September with special guests Lauren Watkins and Lainey Gardner, Randall King, and DJ Rock. We'll be giving away a pair of tickets to see the show at 12:20 p.m. today. So keep on listening to details on how you could win. This is a Live Nation show, 12:20 p.m. We will give away those tickets to Luke Bryan at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. Time to get to damages done. You guys can probably guess mine. It's the Miami Heat. Bam Adebayo. These were his comments yesterday after the game. Here is what Bam had to say after the loss to the trying to lose, literally in front of their face, Utah Jazz.
Got to figure out how to consistently win games. Doesn't matter if it's a back-to-back, 4 games, 5 nights, whatever it is. We got to find a way to win even against teams that are, I guess you can say, trying to lose.
Oh, boy. Well, you didn't. I am so stupid. 8-3. I thought they could go 8-3 over these next 11. What a stupid person I am. They're not going to go 8-3 the rest of the year at any point. 8-3. You could put the Nets, the Kings, the Pelicans. This is basically their schedule. The Jazz over the next 11 games. They will not go 8-3. What the hell was I thinking? Damage is done to me for being a buffoon. A fool. Leroy, damage is done for you.
So I had a situation with one of my dogs.
Which one?
They like to get up in the morning, and because they found an iguana, now when they go out in the morning, they walk the trees.
Circling the yard?
Circling the yard, looking for it, over to the point where I see them like almost batting the trees around. Like Zeus is looking at Dre going, last time we just kind of ran through the bush and one just fell out of the sky. So I'm looking out there and I'm walking around. All of a sudden I see they run over and say, hey, come over here. They run over. Dre's got an iguana. Right? I'm like, hey, man, it's a lot. Go put it back.
Did he listen?
Yes.
Really?
One small problem. It didn't have a head.
Well.
And I'm like,
David,
you already ate it.
What did he do with the head?
They were chewing on it.
Swallowed.
Yeah.
Gnarly, dude.
He looked up at me like, tastes like chicken.
Sonny will just do a shakedown with it.
No, that's right. He was shaking it. But it was too late, didn't have a head.
I have a question about the iguanas. So we all know they get frozen, right?
Cold-blooded, because they're cold-blooded.
But do they hit a breaking point, like where they don't wake up?
Yes.
Because,
you don't see all the dead iguanas?
Yeah, that's why I haven't seen. They've normally been like, oh, they'll wake up kind of at, but then finally there was one that was in my yard that was just like, I'm like, I don't think this one made it. So I was just wondering, like, do they hit a breaking point where like too many cold days, they're just done? I was curious.
I don't know. I would guess if they tried to slow down their metabolism so that the cold won't kill them, but it gets a point in time where it's cold for too long and
nothing left.
Right.
Jennifer, what damage is done for you today?
Damage is done.
Well, we just wrapped up the Super Bowl, but you know what else wrapped up? Cardi B and Stephon Diggs.
Oh, I know. Did you see that he had
the audacity?
Is it the audacity?
Maybe.
I mean, it's his moment.
Maybe. But he brought in his other baby mama and sat her
front row
while Cardi B was there too.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And when she was also planning a celebration party for him afterwards.
I mean,
and spent allegedly $1.2 million.
I'm gonna say,
was it there? I mean, he wanted his kid there, and
I'm gonna say this. All right, I'm making assumptions. Okay, I think something tells me Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, based on the pink cocaine boat video, something tells me they don't play by the same monogamy rules that most do. But you can't give her better seats than Cardi B. You can't do it. I'm sorry.
Cardi B was on the field.
Dude, you
No,
can't.
She was just on the field for the performance, though. It's
She
not
got
like
a
was
suite.
there the entire time.
She's got a suite.
You can't put him. You can't put him up that close. You want to know why, Vlad? Post game kiss. Who's right there?
But he wasn't.
He wasn't getting no post game.
Well, they lost, but the plan was so you had her planned in
Post
position.
game comfort is even worse because
like it.
I could say now, wait a minute, you're getting comforted by your baby mama and not by me?
I mean, she is his baby mama.
Who, Cardi B?
Yes.
Yeah.
A different baby mama.
Well,
he's got 8 of them.
he's keeping up with Tyreek Hill.
Man,
He's got a baseball squad.
not yet.
He's got 9.
Has anything, respectfully, is anything hornier in sports right now than the wide receiver?
Power forwards in the NBA.
Vlad got that. That was very quick
He
for
already
answer,
had that
Vlad.
locked and loaded.
Oh no, I know a couple of running backs that
Schmeathan says Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
yeah.
But Phillip Rivers is in the same household, right? He's not even like Tom Brady, who's
Kurt Warner. You got a bunch of kids.
Are all of it?
With Chuck Noble. I mean,
Wasn't-
with
did-
Brandon Warner.
Didn't aren't Kurt Warner's aren't a bunch of his adopted?
Yeah, 3 of them. I think she had 3 kids prior to meeting Kurt, and then Kurt added like 4 more.
Man.
All right.
All right. Well, sorry. I thought those 2 kids were gonna make it.
You
we
did?
We were rooting for them.
I don't
We were
know.
rooting for them.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't think that.
We already knew the damage was done when she got very frosty in the red carpet.
Oh man,
Damage is done.
you can't
She
say
told
good.
them good luck.
Good luck.
It sounded a lot like Taken, I would say.
Yeah.
Vlad, what damage is done for you?
My family.
Whoa.
How?
Why?
So you know what the running joke in this show has been for like the last 3 Super Bowls.
That I didn't invite Vlad.
Yeah.
So I finally, out of the blue, a Sunday morning, I wake up to a text. It is Leroy that says, "Hey, if you're not working today, I'd like for you to come."
Hold on. No,
This is not. I'm not ripped. This
no,
is
no,
not
no.
ripped.
I know. That's not even the funniest part because I didn't understand.
My response,
Right. Because he said, think about this. Here. He goes, no work. He goes, no work today, heater playing. So I assumed
I didn't
that he
put-
had to work.
I didn't put the comma to
Right.
Mm.
to space it.
So,
Gotcha.
so right.
Pronunciate. Just a mistake by me.
So at 4:40, he goes, is there
An
an
address.
address? And I'm like, I thought you were saying, no, you can't come because you have to work. My bad.
So then
Right?
he finally says the address, right? And then here I go.
So
I'm
the
getting
damage
all
was
ready.
done with you first.
Hey, I am right. I'm getting all ready. Then all of a sudden you hear ding dong. What up, Unc? Hey, how's it going? Everything's cool. All right. Ding dong. Hey, what up, cousins? How you doing? Ding dong. Hey, Dad, are you having a Super Bowl party and without even letting me know that you're having a Super Bowl party? Oh yeah, I invited some of the people up. Don't you think it would have been nice to let me know that we were having a Super Bowl party?
What?
Now I can't leave because we got family and friends over,
It's rude.
Yeah.
and I had plans.
It would be wrong.
So he called me and say, oh, I got to cancel.
I felt bad because I'm like, I finally get the.
But I
invite.
feel bad because there's people that I would invite, but I don't have their contact information. Like I would absolutely invite Lupe, but I figured if you weren't coming, y'all could ride together.
And then that was the other thing.
Right.
Nobody from the show other than you, Tobin, was
And Robbie,
Oh, wait, what? No, wait. Were you saying that you never had Vlad's number?
No.
No,
He
no,
was
no,
saying
no,
other
no.
people.
I said
Oh,
I don't
okay,
have
okay,
Lupe,
okay, right,
I don't
right.
have Brittany. So I would invite them. I told Brittany Monday I would invite you. I, didn't have a contact.
She seems like she needed a day off because she had a tough birthday weekend.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Oh yeah. So it wasn't
She
even.
sounds like she coaches the Bucks.
It went. By the way, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm horrible at. Like I'll cook a bunch of food and forget who I invited.
Mhm.
So like
it's a surprise to you that very day.
Right. So like at like Tobin will go, hey man, what we got going on? Robbie, what we got going on? Yeah, I'm cooking. I'm cooking now. I was getting ready on Thursday and Friday.
I was waiting for the grill, okay. Right. I was ready to go.
Whew. Dude, that let me tell you.
Oh boy.
It was I was under there like I was changing the tranny on the car.
Huh?
Trying to get my grill fixed.
Gotcha. After you said car.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Tobin.
Yes.
Have you read Bleacher Report?
I did just see that notification.
Of what?
Barry Jackson did a report today on the Heat and their inner workings and their plans. Do I have time or should I go to break?
I feel like you should go to break.
At this time.
There's time?
Yeah, this time.
So there's a it's all it says here is Miami intends to make another attempt to acquire Antetokounmpo this summer. And that's what Bleacher Report put out, and it just puts parenthetically Miami Herald. So
hey,
look,
I'm
gonna tell you I'm just gonna stick to what I said yesterday, which is don't want him, don't want the Heat to go after him. Waste of time.
I have video proof.
Don't bother. What's the point?
I don't know. My question is your position going to be stronger in the offseason than it was before then? Because now you're going to have more competition.
I think your draft capital will have more. Like you don't have to go searching for a team.
Okay.
But first of all, we got to see what these young guys do the rest of the way because, right now, Kaspers looks like the best. I mean,
you would have never said that when the season started.
Never.
But again, I think sometimes it has to do with the roles they're playing.
Right.
Right. It's like, let Kel'el go and be a bull in the china shop and just kind of get him in, point him in the right direction.
He was yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, they probably say, hey, you got to be more physical. And sometimes young players think physical is fouling.
He just stunk.
He stunk.
You know what's funny about his stats? 14 minutes, and he was a +10.
Yeah, because he was out before the collapse.
He was a +10. So that means in his 14 minutes, he was doing work.
Barry wrote on the Heat, it said the Heat desperately tried to acquire Antetokounmpo before last week's trade deadline, secretly crafting a way to create a third first-round pick to try and convince the Bucks to make the deal. It's why another attempt to acquire Antetokounmpo will be made this summer, according to a source. Well,
okay, but that's what they're saying. We've heard that.
Keep making attempts. But to your point, here's why I don't think it's gonna work out. First of all, do the Heat look anywhere close to a contender? I feel like Giannis is gonna want to go to a team that's got a chance to win, right? The only thing that the Heat really have going for it is they're in the East. And so like the East isn't going to be looked upon as something formidable for now. I mean, Tatum's going to come back for the Celtics. We'll see what that does for them. But one of those teams out West is going to lose, and they're probably going to have better assets to give up than the Heat will. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was steadfast and like I didn't think it was going to happen, but if the Heat had their chance at Giannis, it was last week. I don't think they have a chance in the offseason.
Because you have, I would say, because there's more teams that can get more assets to kind of.
It's not even more. I just think that there's better assets. Like I just think that you could look at those teams, either their pick standing, their pick allotment, maybe a young guard. Like if San Antonio wanted to give up one of their young guards, like who's the Heat got that's like, oh, is it Kel'el? Well, they don't treat him like that.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta almost start promoting your young players, if only to up their trade value.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Even if it was Orlando, and Orlando was like, "Hey, we're done with Franz and Paolo. We'll give you one of them." Like,
right?
The Heat aren't gonna trade Bam. That Tyler's a negative. Norman Powell's a free agent. Andrew Wiggins could be a free agent. They lost their window. It's over. There's no point in going after him.
Wow. You have just.
I told you this last week.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, wow.
That's why you should have gotten John Morant.
No.
I just wanted to say that to mess with you.
Did that bring you joy, messing with Leroy?
A little bit.
Okay. Leroy, will you allow him to torment you for a little bit just to get him out of his
misery?
His misery. Just take
It's
one for
amazing.
the team.
I'm scouting.
Can I just
I'm
tell
scouting
you,
Zion tomorrow.
you know, it's the amazing thing about our relationship. Anywhere other than this room, we don't go at it like this. This room seems to bring out the Tobin and Tobin. I don't know how to explain it. Right? Like we don't have these problems when we watching the football game at the house and Tommy's out back getting muddy. And I didn't even know I had mud in my backyard.
How did he do that?
Right?
I don't know.
It hasn't rained in a month.
He's like, no. He's like, hey. He goes, I threw the Frisbee up in the tree. Don't worry, I got a stick. But Zeus went and got it.
He came home yesterday, and I'm like, he had like dirt all over him, mud all over him. And he goes, I'm kind of itchy. And then like we get him. I'm like, did you fall into poison ivy? Is there even poison ivy there? What happened to you?
He tried to go in those bushes where the tall trees are and get the Frisbee. Yeah, and Zeus just runs in there and gets it.
And he told me, he's like, I was at one point hanging upside down. I'm like a possum?
Yes. I don't even know. I didn't know we had trees you can hang upside down.
Where do you live? Yo, yeah, what is this? Children of the Corn in your backyard?
This is a big yard. It's a yard with trees.
It is a little bit like Field of Dreams, Vlad. Like you look back there because I always stick kind of by like the pool, and then he's got like the beautiful landscaping trees. But then there's like Narnia, where there's just the trees up against the wall, and you can't even see. It's like a kingdom because sometimes you'll go to Leroy's house, and it'll send you to the back road, and you're just like, I can't even see your house,
right.
Like. But that's where my son was, and Zeus and him were having the time of their lives. And Dre was upset because Zeus would son him. He's like, no, I'm top dog here. I get the Frisbee.
Well, because Dre can't catch, so Dre waits for Zeus to catch, and he goes and takes it from him.
He's got those DB hands.
Yeah. But yeah, so the fact that Tommy got muddy in a place where I didn't know I had mud. Right? He was like, how are you muddy?
Take a break. More to come. We'll get you caught up with your headlines. Got those Luke Bryan tickets coming up next hour. Back after this.
with this. I'm just gonna sit here.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Get to our headlines this hour, which are brought to you by the great folks at Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. As last night, your Miami Heat, they lost. Did you guys see Spo's face yesterday after the loss? Did you see it, Jennifer? Did you happen to see his reaction, the video of him?
No.
Oh, dude, let me see that. Let me get this for you. Erik Spoelstra yesterday. I mean, it looked like he had seen a horror film, you know?
I mean, close to it, right?
Pretty much. I mean, like he's like, what a feeling it must have been to like look down at Will Hardy, who's like, come on, man. Like Will Hardy's looking at his play, he's like, come on, man, do your thing, do the thing. He goes, I'm trying, except nobody can hit any free throws. I'm lost. And so
they literally find different ways to lose.
Oh, it's impressive.
All the time.
It's like, almost
if
impressive.
If you look at the stat sheet, who misses that many free throws?
This is the face he was making yesterday, Jennifer. It was on you could just see the misery that takes place there.
Looked like he stubbed his toe.
Reactive.
Yeah, he was.
Looked like he stubbed his toe. He did.
What's that thing you call it? Dead foot? That's what he had.
Dead team. Really is just like it's something. But anyway, they lose last night. Here was Spo after the game. This is what he had to say.
We're working on it. That's all I can tell Heat Nation. Man, it's a dedicated group, and there's a resolve to forge ahead after disappointing games, and we came in with the right mindset today. There's a professional approach. The guys want it. You guys want it so bad. So we're going to get there, based on my experience. If you just continue to forge ahead, when it gets tough and it gets disappointing, eventually you get a breakthrough. And I believe that. And I know the locker room believes that as well.
I don't know if I've done this in a while in the history of this show, but I have to do it because you want to know something? What's fair is fair. And if that coach's name was Mike McDaniel, I would hit him with this. And I'm sorry, Spo, but
-1 for lying, for rambling, for deflecting, for propaganda, fraud.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to press that one. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
Your finger slipped.
Sorry.
Crazy.
Sorry.
You hit him with a smorgasbord of -1s.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
Be careful with the bump. There you go.
Whoop.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Slipped.
They're all close to each other,
Slipped. It's hard to see,
For fraudulence.
That was the one I meant to hit. That one I definitely meant to hit.
So when you're driving back home
in silence,
like, what are you thinking about? Are you like Tony Soprano?
I'm thinking a lot of things because I was mad at everybody yesterday,
Okay.
Vlad. Because you want to know something? It didn't just stop at the Heat because I have been mad at the Heat already, but I was mad at a lot of people. I was just like, why? What kind of a league is this where we're rewarding this behavior of just like stopping and playing our star players? What do the Jazz have to tank for? Like I know they have to tank because they have to be top 8 or they lose their pick to OKC, but like you just traded for Jaren Jackson Jr., perfectly good player. Larry Markkinen, all-star defensive player of the year. Nurkic, he was a big man on a top 3 West team before. These are fine players. You have a top 5 pick in Ace Bailey. And they're still like just
they
like
want their pick,
doing the okey doke at the end.
Maybe this, from what I'm understanding, this is supposed to be a big draft.
Did they say that every year?
No,
It is supposed to be.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
It's supposed to be a big draft.
No, they don't. Not
This
like
draft,
this.
This draft.
Not
is
like
gonna be
this,
good.
dude. Not like
player?
this. Huh?
You heard me.
I don't know. I said that's what they said,
Yeah,
not
that's
me.
what they always say.
They don't always say that.
They always say that.
Okay.
No, they
See,
don't, Tobin.
this-
And you know what Tobin's upset about? That the fact that the Heat won't even be able, they're not that bad to be able to grab one of these good players.
They don't care. You know, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. We'll find
Are
somebody
you
at
just
15.
are you just so fed up that now you're just lashing out?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I deserve. I deserve to lash out. I'm sitting here watching it. You guys sat here and you blew a game to a team that wanted to lose.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to lose. You kidding me?
That's crazy. You can't even beat a team that's trying to lose.
And this guy's sitting here talking about breakthroughs? When? Do tell. When? 37 wins last year. This year, same place, Plainville. Maybe you'll get to 42 wins. Cool.
500.
500. When's the break? You know what a breakthrough is to me, Leroy?
What's a breakthrough?
Out of Plainville. That would be a breakthrough. But this is...
What if they get through the play-in and still losing the first round?
That's not a breakthrough.
But you just said not being in Plainville.
No, well, if you're in Plainville, you're in Plainville. Whether you made it to the playoffs or not, you're still in Plainville.
So I'm saying, what if they weren't in the play-in?
This is why we're kings of Plainville, because we always win in Plainville. That's what makes you the king.
Right.
Right? So like,
unlike Chicago or Atlanta.
Right. They're not. They're just they're residents of Plainville. Now we've kicked the Bulls out. They've embarrassed us too much.
Right.
You know. But he's like, I just know we're trying.
No, you got to do the table thing.
You know,
there you go.
We're just, this team is resilient. No, you want to know who's resilient? We're resilient, Spo, for putting up with this for the last few years. The resiliency is in Heat Nation for putting up with this for the last few years. Banging our head against the wall, being promised some breakthrough that hasn't happened. Tired of the nonsense, dude. And listen, I know
are they doing, it almost seems like not only are they not making trades or moves, but they're sabotaging their only assets to get a trade done.
There's some of that. I mean, like you basically quit on Kel'el Ware for a month. I'm not going to blame him for yesterday. Yesterday, Kel'el Ware stunk, and he blew a huge opportunity. And I'm not, I think you and I have gone to bat for Kel'el a lot. You can't have a performance like that when you're given this opportunity to start, and you can't stay on the court. Like, that's not acceptable.
But you do realize that
it doesn't.
We're having standards set for young players who need it versus the guys who are out there.
Yeah, but the plan was for him to be out there.
I know. I got
you already have a game. You don't have Norm. You don't have Pella.
Right.
Kel'el, this is your chance.
Right.
And he can't stay on the court. Like, I'm sorry. No, that's on him.
Damn, Kel'el let Tobin down, man.
He did leave me down. He let me down. I mean, Nico. I bought an annual subscription to watch Eurobasket. And this is what you perform like?
Damn.
7 points on 7 shots a game? 29% from 3? Is he shooting 40% from the field, Jennifer? What happened, dude? Jović,
dude.
This is like when J. Cole let Nas down.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah. He wrote a song about it.
It's just. Ugh.
I don't know what that is, but it looks delicious.
The ravioli?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's Olive Garden.
Is this Olive Garden?
No, it's not Olive Garden. That ain't Olive Garden.
Carrabba's? It's definitely Olive Garden, dude.
Oh.
Yep.
That's an Olive Garden. Dude.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you've eaten at Olive Garden?
I don't know. Probably like 6 months ago. My kids like Olive Garden every once in a while. I love the breadsticks.
I haven't eaten at an Olive Garden since 1991.
Sounds like a lie, but okay.
No, it is no lie. Why would I lie? I'm serious. It's one by my house in Cleveland.
Wait, you haven't been to Olive Garden in 35 years?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's possible if you don't like Olive Garden, you're not going to go to Olive Garden.
So what happens first? Dolphins win a playoff game, or Leroy goes back to
no. There's too many other. There's too many other options, too, right? So let's start here. I'm not big on free bread before the meal. I'm concentrating on the meal. Second, I'm not a big pasta guy. Right? I'll have it every now and then, but it's not something that I'm like gonna. So you offer me all you can eat pasta bowls, does nothing for me because you ain't gonna break the bank eating pasta. So it's just that stuff. And if I have a taste for some Italian, right? I have a couple of places near my house, or I could always have Mima. Mima can she responds to some good Italian.
That's her calling.
She has her dishes, right? Lemon chicken. My wife goes with the Parmesan, right? But that's like, yeah, we all have, everybody has their thing.
Take a break here on the program. We're back after this. All right, you guys want to go see Luke Bryan at the I Think Financial Amphitheater? We got our pair of tickets to give away right now to caller number 4. Caller 4 to 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller 4 will win a pair of tickets to see Luke Bryan at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. It's a Live Nation show. It's in September, but if you guys want to win those tickets right now, giving away a pair of tickets all week to Luke Bryan. Caller 4 will get the tickets for today.
I'm reading these messages.
From?
It's just the chat, and I'm getting annoyed.
With what, dude?
This is where you know where your team is. You want to know where your team is?
Plainville.
Mac 2-man. Davion is great, too. Will never be a star and lead a team. Great glue guy. You can't have a whole team filled with glue guys. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. All we talk about when we talk about players is glue guys.
Yeah. Davion.
Got enough glue.
Davion and Pella and Drew.
Right.
More glue than Elmer's.
Exactly.
You know? This was a comment that got some feathers in a ruffle yesterday on the Heat Twitter sphere. I think actually a lot of Heat fans agreed with it. This guy's name's Mo DeKeel. He does the Zach Lowe show. Used to be a film guy for the Clippers and Spurs. And he kind of went at the Heat front office for being nothing but the Bulls front office with good weather.
The Miami Heat front office. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore, Zach. I can't. This is too much. This is too much. We've done the Miami Heat are interested in X and are going to make a major move. And I get it. They were in it for Giannis up until Milwaukee said we're not going to trade him and all that stuff. But like, how long we kill the Bulls for being on the treadmill of mediocrity? How long are we going to allow Miami to kind of just sort of get away with this as well? And I understand the Butler injuries and things like that. You trade Jimmy last year. I like what they did and everything. They've been a play-in team for 3 years. They're in the play-in range now. So it's going to be 4 straight years at this point. I don't see them dropping out of the play-in. I don't see them jumping up to the top 6. I'm tired of this stuff with just all the things of like, we're whale hunters. We're going to go get, a guy, and then they never do. They never do. And part of it is they might not have the means to it. They got Jimmy, but that was several years ago. Since then, nothing. Don't come out with these things of like, we're whale hunters. We're going to go after these guys. Like we're in it all the way. Cause it just doesn't happen anymore. Like they don't make the moves anymore. And not even like a lot of smart moves around the edges. Like maybe make a few moves to get some assets back. And all of that, and then be ready for when the Giannis trade comes, and you could do it, or the next big name, or whatnot. But they're not even like preparing for that. They just assume everybody's going to want Tyler Hero. I just don't like. I'm out. I'm tired of it.
That was a Mo DeKeel on the Zach Lowe show. Listen,
he's all valid points.
All valid points. I got no counter.
I can't be mad at him. Except he was wrong with one thing. They've been in Plainville for longer than 3 years.
I think the play-in's only like 4 years.
This
is going to be their 4th year.
Yeah.
There was one. The only year they didn't wasn't play, they were the 1 seed when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. The next year they were playing, they got to the finals.
Okay.
The rest has been normal play-in behavior. Not historical anomalies.
He says normal play-in. This is normal play-in behavior.
We had that crazy year in Plainville when we made the finals. I don't know what we were thinking.
But the thing is that, and this is your fault too.
What?
Because let me tell you why. Because when they made it to the finals as the play-in,
God, what a year.
It was the worst thing that ever happened for this reason. Because then you start believing that this team as a play-in could do that again. And that was an anomaly. That's not going to happen.
2 things. I don't want to beat, because we've done this argument a gazillion times. I want to say 2 things on that. 1, I didn't think they were good enough. I was hoping they would add to the team.
Right.
Which that was the summer of Damian Lillard, greatest summer of my life, and then it was the worst. And they didn't get Damian Lillard.
Right.
So like that should have been the move. That was the over-the-top move, while Boston went out there and they hoodwinked us, and they got Drew Holiday somehow and Porzingis, and they made their moves, and the Heat did nothing. And their move that year was to go get Terry Rozier. Also a year, by the way, where Tyler Hero once again missed half the season because he can't stay healthy.
Can I say this? I think, and Vlad, you could chime in on this. I feel that the Heat over the last 4 or 5 years have been putting value in players that don't have the value they think they have.
They certainly have.
Because if that's the case, Tyler would have been gone 3 years ago. Because think of all the guys in the past. Think of all the guys that they traded in the past to get Wales. And now all of a sudden they want to hold on to guys? Like, that's crazy to me.
Or maybe they're just saying that just so that to save face and not let you know that what the league really thinks.
Nobody wants him.
I think the early thought on it too was if there was value in Tyler Hero back when he was like 21, 20, and why wouldn't you be excited for a kid who was balling out in the bubble and doing all that type of stuff? But I think they probably thought a lot higher the Heat of what he was going to be than what he ever became.
But there's a couple of guys. There's a couple of guys on the team that the league would have said, "Oh, we'll make this trade for this guy, for this guy, for this guy," and they've said no. And I don't ever remember the Heat who wanted a certain player ever saying no to trading anybody. Think of some of the guys when they gave up Karan. He was better than Tyler. When they gave up Glenn Rice
and Lamar Odom.
And Lamar Odom and Glenn Rice, much better than the guys they're holding on to now.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
And now you held on too late because now he's a negative asset because he's got $30 million left and he can't stay on the court.
Right, but you understand that's how I look at the Heat. But when you talk about why things have changed, I'll tell you why things have changed. Things have changed is because if they wanted a player in recent history or in past history, right? If they really wanted a player and they really thought that guy was a game changer, nobody on the roster was off limits.
And the other thing is with the Damian Lillard thing, like going back to that one, because it's just such a monumental line for this team, is that they tried to do it in a way that got too cute. You know, Lillard's agent got a little too froggy in the media. Then he kind of was backing off of it. And he'd also probably thought, oh, we're going to also get him at a bargain. We're going to fleece him. And then they tried to do that last year. They didn't want to put Kel'el in the offer for Kevin Durant. And it's like, okay, but you guys can't always and then the problem is, you know, you go and, you know, they pull off, and look, objectively, the Heat pulled off a great trade this offseason with Norman Powell. They got a guy who is an all-star for peanuts.
Right.
But
that can't be your major move.
Yeah, it's like and Norman Powell's he's a very good player. But this team needs a needle mover, dude. It does. And that's what's been missing. And it pissed off the fan base when they weren't able to get Dame. I was very annoyed. It was called the ranter after the Durant trade didn't go through. But the thing that pissed me off about Durant is like, how many more guys around the league are going to be open to coming here? You're going to have the opportunity to get, and you don't want to pull the trigger to bring in to put next to Bam and Tyler. Well, what do you think those guys are? Because you guys are telling me you don't want to trade Bam. The organization, and you know this, we love Bam, all right? But who's the move you're going to put him next to? Like, because Bam Adebayo, without anybody around him, is not taking you anywhere, all right? He's a very good complementary player in the highest of regard because he's one of the best defenders on the planet. He's an 18, 19, and 10 guy. But he's not a bear down and get you 40 in a series. And they seem to fall out of love with everybody. And the only guy in the league that's good enough for them is Giannis.
Right.
Oh, the biggest haul that there is to get, the biggest pipe dream there is to get. You sit here at a place where you were spending picks willy-nilly. That's why everybody's pissed off. Is like, You've acted like this is all by habit. Like, how could they not want our stuff?
Right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because of the way, one, you treat your stuff, and two, like you're in these spots where, once again, even in the Giannis thing, it feels like, oh, we were going to get him at a bargain because nobody else can. The Knicks can't offer anything. The Timberwolves can't offer anything. And I'm even reading in Barry's piece. It's like, oh well, we had a way to get a third pick. It's like, oh, that's great to say now. Thanks for letting us know.
I just think that in the past, and I give you a perfect example. Like, you see all the moves that Boston has made? They kept 2 guys. Everybody else was movable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had Porzingis. They got rid of Porzingis.
Right.
They had, and they weren't afraid. And that's the way the Heat, everybody gets that type of behavior from Pat. And Pat's not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's holding on.
Well, and people wonder if is that a Pat thing? Is that a Nick Garrison thing? Is who's making the calls anymore? Is that a Spo thing? Who's making the final judgment? Because Pat is typically the put the chips in the middle. But like, look, I also don't know what Pat's role was in overspending for Terry. They got desperate that year because they were sick of.
That doesn't sound, now, in all honesty, okay, does that sound like Pat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be. You're desperate to win. You infuse a 24-point a game score. You think that's going to be the savior?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I've never known the Heat to make a move and say, well, this is the only move we can make at this time. And it seems like there's been a few of those in the last couple of years because they didn't want to come off of any players. Now, early on, I would say you could go around even before D Wade got here, when they went to get Shaq. Everybody else is D Wade is off limits. Everybody else is tradable.
Yeah.
And then they brought in Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put pieces around them, and all the little pieces that they're trying to start now were good, accessories to those 2 guys.
But this is the thing that's frustrating right now is like, okay, you did the thing with Jimmy last year and it all ended in disaster and you had to go into a new era. And like, look, all things considering, they did pretty good on the Jimmy trade. Like, you got Jokic out of it. You got Davion Mitchell. These are all nice players,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good for your franchise face taking napalm to the organization, and you had to find a way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But even that one was like but also there were talks that maybe you would have gotten the Kevin Durant out of the whole deal. And now we got a nice point guard and a good shooting guard in Norm Powell that you flipped it into the summer, but none of this has made you an actual contender. And all the answers we keep getting from the organization and the coach is, oh, there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be a breakthrough. Right. It's like, you can't just speak it into existence. Like, you guys have to have some actions behind it. And that's why the fan base is at a point where it's really fed up. And I think the thing that's tough about it is, like, they're also at this point where you're still trying to tread water. And you've already gotten passed by Detroit. You've gotten passed by Orlando. You've gotten passed by New York. Here comes Charlotte knocking at your door.
Right.
And you don't really have a way to catch up. Charlotte has your damn pick, nefarious ways and means to get it or whatever. They have your pick coming up, if not next year, the year after. And what are you going to do about it? Like, you don't genuinely seem like you have a path out of this thing. And, they just seem like they're going to wish it into existence.
Right.
I don't know. We'll take a break. Mixed bag coming up next. Okay. Feel good. I feel like, doing this show has been cathartic. I feel way better than I did this morning.
Reality.
That's helped.
When you talk among your friends and, you're able to express your true feelings,
mm-hmm.
You also don't feel too crazy, for reacting the way you did. Right?
And your friends understand.
Thank you.
And they wanted you just to get it out of you, get it off your chest and be you again. Be
Thanks,
whole.
Man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you were scaring us earlier, Tobin.
I wasn't proud of myself. Any hoodles. Let's get to the mixed bag here. LeBron James. He was asked yesterday to compare his Los Angeles Lakers to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's what the King had to say.
Where are you seeing the gaps between like where they're at and the things they do well consistently versus like kind of the build that you guys are trying to put together?
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think that like sort of as this team is on its like.
That's a championship team right there. We're not. So I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes, and they can. That's why they won a championship.
So they need your Bleacher.
How about that? Well, listen, LeBron, join the club.
He sounds like you did this morning.
The Thunder, of course, getting the win yesterday, 119-110 over the Lakers. That, of course, without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is now missing time. They haven't had their full allotment of guys all year either because Jalen Williams had injuries during the year. Now SGA's out. Was he have an oblique, Vlad?
Let me check.
I forget what he has. He's got something.
Because he's not playing in the All-Star game.
He's not. Yeah, he's not in the All-Star game. I don't think Steph is. The All-Star game is going to be garbage anyway. Let's be real about it. This is what Adam Silver has done to the league.
You're just taking any shot that you can at Adam Silver.
You have me pegged. I want to get to some of this Marlin sound. Vlad got a chance to sit down with the Sandman, Sandy Alcántara, along with other media members at Media Day. And this was Sandy saying that he's happy to be a Marlin.
Always glad, so I'm happy to stay in Miami. So I know there was a lot of things in the media, but at the end of the day, I can't control those decisions. Just the thing that I can control is just be out there and play baseball for Miami.
All right. Sandy's in the last year of his extension. They have a club option, but this is the last guaranteed year of his extension. I didn't know that.
See, I don't like that. You know what that means? If he's pitching well, and they're
traded,
they're stuck in mid, he gonna get moved.
Yeah, probably. He loves it here, though.
He does.
He loves it. He loves being with Yuri and the fish. But we'll see, man.
And the other thing, I didn't know that many Marlins were in the World Baseball Classic. It's like 11 of them.
That is strange. Jakob Marsee is on Team Italy.
I didn't know he was Italian. I've never heard of a Jakob being Italian.
Me neither. This was Jakob Marsee, who had a really, really impressive start to his Marlins career. He was in the Arraez trade, Leroy, and he looked very impressive last year. This is what he had to say on building off of this hot start to his career.
Yeah, I think that's why I want to get more consistent. It's just the more consistent you can be, more able to judge pitch by pitch rather than waiting a couple at bats or a couple of days. I think when you look at the best players in this game, their slumps are a lot shorter than a lot of other guys. So I think just learning from those and just trying to get more consistent at what I do, I think it's just going to help over time.
Excited to see what he can do. You got Griffin Conine back from the shoulder surgery after he had that awkward dive last year. Yeah, not great. Another guy who's got a lot on the line this year is Connor Norby, who was part of that Orioles trade for Trevor Rogers.
He can talk.
Well, let's hear from him. He said that he's got some high standards.
I have high standards for myself and my play. I know what I demand from myself and expect, but also is giving myself some grace, like learning, going from second to third is one of the hardest changes, if not the hardest change to make. And, there was some months there, obviously, when I first did it, my first 6 weeks here, I was like a -10 outs above average. And then last year was way better. And there's so much more room to grow. And I believe there's room to grow. And I'm excited to work with Blake Butler and what he's going to help me, that step he's going to help me take. And credit to Smars from last year. He really helped me a ton and learned the position. But yeah, it's building off of last year and the good things I did and rolling with those, and also taking the bad and also as well learning from those. But yeah, I'm in a way better spot than I was last year. I'll tell you that.
Jesus, Vlad, you weren't kidding. That guy is a chatterbox,
dude.
What the hell was that stat that he talked about in the middle? He was a minus what?
Bro, I had to do something I haven't done in a long time. I had to cut an answer.
Really?
Report. Yeah, I was
He
like,
just
wait a
kept
minute.
going?
Dude, they asked him a question about last season, and he talked about, like, the injury. He was upset with the injury. It took him a long time. He worked on, What
do you have last year? He had the hamate? Do you have the wrist thing? I forget what he had last year.
It was an injury that took him out for a while, but it shortened his season, and he didn't get back to being himself until the end of the year when the team started playing well. So he took that in the momentum, but yeah, he's a guy. He's very intense. He's an intense young man.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because I do think the Marlins have some flexibility with these bats, but I also, he mentions the move to third base. And while, like, ideally Grant Pauley's not the hitter, they settled in a little bit. He's an awesome third baseman. I mean, like, some of the plays he made last year, I was like, whoa. I'm like, I haven't seen third base play like this in a while for the Fish. It was Mike Lowell-esque. Now, not the hitter that Mike Lowell was, but I was very impressed with Grant Pauley and some of the ways he was able to pick it. So
it's like 5 guys battling for like one infield position.
Yeah, because and there's going to be some switch around there. I mean, the outfield too. There might be one of the spots that could be in there. I mean, Marsee and Stowers are going to be there for sure, most likely. Their middle set with Otto and Xavier.
Yeah, they're hoping that could be one of the most exciting infields.
And then they're going to see
second base, shortstop.
They're going to see if this Agustin Ramirez can catch.
He can't catch, but he can hit. He's going to be part of the Dominican Republic World Baseball Classic team. So
maybe that'll get him comfortable.
We shall see. But we're going to see some Marlin crime. We're going to see Marlins against each other. So pitching and hitting against each other. So it's going to be fun.
I would be for it. Like we had the old remember the LA Angels showdown between Shohei and Mike Trout.
That ended the last World Baseball Classic.
Real fun. But all right, good for the Fish. This was Erik Spoelstra. We'll finish up with him. This was him on Kel'el Ware's foul trouble yesterday.
And that's part of the learning, is learning how to do things with technique and not getting the hands in there, which has been an issue versus the aggressive players.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do, dude? I'll just sit here and.
You were doing so well.
Why did you play that? His tone went down.
Sorry. You're right. You know what? When you're right, you're right. Sometimes you just got to move on for the day.
Move on. Don't let it hurt you, bud.
Hey, Smitty, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, guys. Hey, remember, I'm in Salt Lake City. I got everyone calling me about this game last night.
Are they mad, Smitty, that they won?
No, they're laughing at me.
Oh, I understand. It's deserved.
Hey, you got to give me a 30-second rant about the Heat, please.
Me?
And no bad words.
You're going to give me a rant, or you want me to give you a rant?
No, I want to give a quick 30-minute rant on my Heat.
30 minutes? You need 30
I want your
seconds.
opinion what I say.
All right, buddy. Go ahead.
First of all, I really thought we should have went after Zubac. When they got rid of Harden, we should have went after Zubac. And Morant, we should have had both of them. And again, bad coaching. Anyone could say whatever you want, but when you keep losing in the third and fourth quarters because adjustments, who do you blame? Coaching. And Captain Ehab, which is Riley. Enough with the big whale. Improve the team. Every year you do the same thing, and every year we come back with the same team. How does Boston do it all the time? Year after year, every trade line, Boston makes trades. Boston makes themselves better, and we're still the same thing. And the last thing I'm going to say is foul shots. Who teaches this team to hit foul shots? Because all year they've been terrible. I'm out, baby. I love you guys. I wish I was back home in Miami, but it's 40 degrees here.
Well, thanks for calling us, Smitty. Appreciate it, buddy.
Point for color.
All right, we'll take a break. Final hour coming on up. Who knows what we'll get into, huh? Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin
Last
and
time
Leroy.
you've been to Korean barbecue?
I've never been to Korean barbecue. I've always wanted to go, actually.
Can I just tell you? You sit down with the sole attitude of anytime you go to one of these things, I'm winning today. And for some reason you leave and you go, I didn't win.
Why?
Because you get full. And they have a thing that if you waste the food, they charge you for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I won't
Korean
waste it. Don't
barbecue.
worry, dude.
No,
that ain't a problem with old
it's not
Tobes.
it's not like a buffet. So here's the problem. It's very expensive. It's not cheap, right? You're paying per person. They'll bring you over whatever you want and you cook it yourself. I'm like, so you're basically getting me a table and a hot plate.
It's a grill, right?
All the work.
Aren't you kind of like
it's like a grill.
Is it like over coals? Like, what do you cook it on?
No, it's like they light it up.
It's
they
gas.
take the table down, they light it up. Right. So it's like it's
I like when you go to like a Portuguese restaurant and they light up the old chorizo right there. Oh, that's good with the flame.
But they light it up.
I don't think I've gone to that.
And then you cook the meat yourself.
There's that place, House of Lisbon down in Miami. It's
Ooh, that
yeah.
sounds like a strip club.
Oh, I wish.
House of
It's
Lesbian.
about as sexy as a strip club, though.
Really?
And the paella is really good. Yeah, that's Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
I'd like to check that out. I don't know if there's any places by me.
There's places all over.
Better than hibachi.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
They're different.
They're different. The food's prepared differently. Like if you do hibachi and they cook the rice and stuff and like the steak is different. Everything's like different. But more importantly, you cook it yourself.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick says.
Gotta try some soju. We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about soju.
I have like 3 bottles of that stuff at my house. When you go to the Korean barbecue, right? It costs like anywhere from $15 to $18. And when you go to Total Wine, it costs like $7.
This is the one I have.
Yes. That I have.
What is that? Is that like soda or liquor? What is that?
No, it's liquor, but it's like
30%.
Is it 18%?
I took a picture. Yeah, 16%.
16% alcohol.
All right.
And you drink in a little bottle. They sneak up on you. That's right.
Schmeethan says Tobin would turn out a strip club for a turkey club. This guy, man. I've been through enough today. He's right, though.
You know what? It's a win-win, right?
So I'm like, I haven't figured out if I like it or not.
Mac,
right? Because I don't want to pay top dollar and do all the work. You cooking it yourself, they just bring the meat out.
I think some people, like if you tell them, they'll cook it for you.
The headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Miami Hurricanes, they host number 11 North Carolina tonight at the Watsco Center. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. You, of course, going to hear that right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Jay Lucas and the boys getting after it. They're 1.5 point
ranked?
underdogs. They are not. Wow. They have not been ranked this year. They think they've lost 3 out of 5.
They were close.
They haven't beaten any ranked teams.
Yeah, they haven't beaten any ranked teams. They haven't taken on a ton of ranked teams. I think they've only had like 3 matchups, but this could be a big ticket for them tonight.
So strength of schedule could keep them out of the tournament?
I don't know if it'll keep them out of the tournament. But I think that it would certainly help if they, had a good showing here tonight. And a lot of people are thinking that maybe this could be a little looky-loo ahead game for North Carolina. I think they're honoring the football team tonight at the game.
Yeah.
So, maybe get the building all. It's supposed to be an awesome crowd tonight. So we'll see. That's at 7 o'clock. You can hear Josie and Hollywood on the call tonight, and they'll get you ready for all of that. Congratulations to Erik Ezukanma. He's signing with the UFL's DC Defenders.
He's playing this summer?
Is it a spring league? I believe it's a spring league. Even some reps, not too much football for him on the Dolphins.
Holy smokes.
Adam Schefter yesterday, he told Pat McAfee that NFL owners are pushing to be allowed to trade picks up to 5 years out. So the current limit is 3
for NBA or NFL.
NFL.
So I didn't know there was a limit.
Yeah, you can only trade, I guess, out 3 years. Now, if you have multiple picks, I think you could trade multiple picks. You could trade like if you had picks, you could trade as many, but you can only go out to 3 years. They're saying they're pushing for 5, which don't tell that to the Browns, dude. That feels like right up their alley. That feels like Haslam's going to be licking his chops for some kind of a big trade.
Oh, 5 years it just goes by real quick.
It does, well, all these contracts are 5 years. I'm like, none of these coaches make it that long.
But that's what you're going to get to that guaranteed money to get them to go to a crappy team, which a lot of them are.
Yeah, but they all got the same ones.
Yeah,
they all got the
standard. That's the standard introductory coaching. It used to be 4 years. Now it's 5 years because now you got to convince some of these guys who have great coaching resumes to go to teams that suck.
Would you trade 5 first-round picks?
No.
No. Let me say.
I don't care.
Never? Nobody in the league you would trade 5 first-round picks for.
I don't care. No. We already been through the F those picks stage. Time to do it different.
For a quarterback, though?
For Patty?
Nobody.
For Joe Burrow?
Huh?
Lamar?
No.
Josh Allen?
No.
You wouldn't trade 5 first-round picks for Josh Allen?
Absolutely not.
I don't know about that.
You are not in a good enough place.
What about 4?
No, you're not here. Understand this. You're not in a good enough place where your surrounding pieces are going to make up for what you lose.
You got Waddle. Got Achane. You just need if you had the quarterback.
Okay.
5 first-round picks, though, it's going to cost you. There's nobody in the league that you would do it for?
I'll do it for number 15.
No, absolutely not.
So Vlad, now
your team will look like basically be the same.
Here's the rules. Here's the rules of Vlad. You can't use your multi-picks this year. It's got to be 5 years. All right, so you keep 1 this year, but it's got to be 5 years out. You trade for Mahomes?
Absolutely.
No. You sound ridiculous.
This is what's ridiculous. This is why I don't sound ridiculous. Because you have a quarterback. And you know what those type of quarterback does? They make receivers. Okay? So you have a guy in a good offensive scheme that can get open. He's going to get him the ball. Okay? All you got to do is protect him. Yeah. You telling me I got a first-round pick this year? That means I get a tackle.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How many Super Bowls have Josh Allen been to?
I didn't say Josh Allen.
I said Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. But, Patrick Mahomes also has Andy
Would you do
Reid.
it for Josh Allen?
I might do 4 for Josh Allen.
4 is the limit?
Sure. But 5 definitely for Pat.
No.
Pat's the only guy who's a 5.
Absolutely.
At least both of them know how to play.
Caleb Williams? Pretty good.
And he's young.
Hasn't signed his contract yet. What about Caleb Williams, Leroy?
No.
You're no fun, dude. You're not fun.
I'm no fun.
I'm going to tell you why I would do it.
Jennifer, would you trade
no fun.
5 first-round picks for the Dolphins?
Because guess what?
Mahomes?
Guess what?
5?
Think about this. Because in the next 2 or 3 years, there might be a quarterback that comes up in the draft that you can get one and have that quarterback on a young contract for 2 or 3 years before you have to redo it.
Only if you
now, if you trade 5 picks, you're not only not going to have assets, but then you're going to have to give 40, 50, 60 million to a quarterback.
Okay, but you want to know why you're the king of no fun? Because if I
goodness.
No.
Don't let reality.
No. Vlad, tell me this is not 100%. If I said that quarterback was 2 years out, if I said I want to tank for him, he wouldn't let me do it either.
You never let me have fun.
No, because here's why. Fun. Everybody says they want to tank, but at no issue, while you're tanking, everybody's talking about how the organization sucks.
But
make up your mind.
Hold on,
we were having a good time tanking.
Time out, Leroy.
Fitzpatrick ruined it.
You're telling me you want a might or a definite? Because Patrick Mahomes is a definite.
That's right.
Josh Allen, definite.
Absolutely.
Those other quarterbacks are might be's.
But how can I put this? You are not in a place where that quarterback, with all the assets that you've given up, will make that much of a difference. You got too many holes on your team to think that you could just go get a quarterback, pay him $50, $60 million, give up all your assets, and that's it. We got everything we need. No.
If the Dolphins did it, though.
Do you realize the last Super Bowl they won it because of their defense?
Dude, Patrick Mahomes could make Greg Dulcich Travis Kelce.
And you know the Rams
Okay,
won the Super
that's
the Rams
it.
won the Super Bowl because
Oh.
they traded for Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
Yeah, but
but
at the time they also had the best defensive player in the league.
He's MVP again this year.
Oh,
So what you're trying to say? Wait, no. Time out.
You guys,
Hold
go.
on.
This is crazy.
No, this is not crazy. This is not.
So
crazy.
you're telling me I could add Patrick Mahomes to any team and they'd be contenders?
Not any team, but a
you
lot
had
of
Patrick
teams.
Mahomes to the Miami Dolphins. They're a playoff team.
No, they're not.
Oh, dude, they might be the favorite for the division for sure.
All right. I like clear like
Well, you
y'all
just
y'all think this team is a quarterback away.
What wouldn't they have?
You're basically saying
what wouldn't
to
they
me,
have?
Huh?
What wouldn't they have? If they had Patrick Mahomes, what wouldn't they have? They have a number one receiver, kind of, in Jalen Waddle.
He would have a running back for the
He'd
first
have
time. in his
Devon
career.
Achane.
You're running back.
Okay.
Yep.
You got Greg Dulcich, who's basically Travis Kelce. All right.
I don't know about that. You see, you had that. Come on, man. Why you messed it up? You see, I was running with you. I was there with you. I was there with you. Now I got to do
How
Mr.
many-
Wonderful and just pull my tag away.
Let me ask you this, okay?
I'm done with this.
First of all,
conversation.
Jennifer, would you trade for Patrick Mahomes? 5 first-round picks? Would you do it?
Probably not 5, but
What's your
I'd settle
number?
For like 4
Dude,
or 3.
it
Would you do it for 3?
It's Patrick freaking Mahomes, man.
Well, I'm asking.
You're missing here. Let me explain something to you. Okay. Yeah, the name sounds great. The production sounds great. All that is great. Here's what you're failing to. You're gonna add $60 million to your roster, right?
Forget the money. Forget the money for a second.
It matters.
In this case, because it's not happening, so have some fun with me because you're really you're
Tobin.
paying.
No.
Leroy, look at me.
Nope, I'm not
You,
looking.
you know they're paying $50+ million to Tua this year, right?
Yep.
Okay, so in this magical scenario, Joe, he's gone. All right, so we trade the first
Yep.
round picks, and we get Patrick Mahomes.
Mhm.
First of all, please look at me.
No, because
No, look at me.
no, because I don't want this to go sideways.
I just want to know what's the number. Come on, there's got to be.
There's no
so
number.
Is it 2 first-round picks?
There's no number.
You wouldn't
See,
trade Patrick Mahomes
one
for 2
of-
first-round
here,
picks.
One of the things that you notice about all of these quarterbacks is they get all this money after they've done something with that team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Patrick Mahomes had already won one before he got the big money. So now you can justify giving him $50-60 million.
Sure.
Right? If you go and get him and pay him $50-60 million, you lose that ability to build around him
Well, I mean,
for those 2 years because he's cheap.
No, you just got to do it with the second rounders, second thirds, dude. Let's go.
And also, hold on.
Oh my goodness!
Now we're using
like you're making up stuff to make it work.
You're kind of
And
making up
no,
stuff.
I'm not.
You are. You're paying money to a quarterback right now who stinks. This would be in the case you would have a quarterback who was good.
Okay. Y'all got it all figured out.
I think
When
I
you
do have it
look-
figured
When
out.
you look at how it works out, in most cases, there's 2 ways you go out and get a quarterback. All right, keep in mind when they got Stafford, it wasn't money like this. It was like 30 million.
I don't know why you're so linked. He's definitely, if there's quarterbacks
Because
who
I
are
don't
worth the money.
believe- I don't believe-
But if there's quarterbacks who's worth the money, he's worth the
There's
money.
not. I'm not saying he's not worth the money. I'm saying that you don't have the team around him to make him worth the money.
Jordan Love makes more than he does. Jared Goff makes more than he does. So I don't know why this is a hang up for you. The picks thing I get. You're like, I can't add picks around it and all that type of stuff.
So if
but
you
the money thing
hold
is
on.
strange.
So if I told Tua he could go away and I just added or Patrick Mahomes to this roster, how good do you think they would be?
They win the division.
Time out. What was
No,
their record?
no,
No. What was their record last season?
They were 7-10.
So you're telling me Patrick Mahomes is not 3 games better than Tua? No, answer that.
It don't. Yes,
Answer that.
but that's not how.
So answer that. Just
that's not the real world that you think you're.
Of course, it's not the real world.
So if
that's
I
why
would
we
have
have no fun. We're not having a real world conversation. We're having a fun
I
sports
can't
radio
do
topic.
this.
You're
And
gonna
you're
tell
sitting
me here being
Really
like,
a hypothetical.
That's how you figure out your season. You figure out your season by saying, "Oh, we were 7-10. If we would have had Patrick Mahomes last year, we would have been 10-7."
how many wins did Patrick?
That's you know how ridiculous that sounds.
Is it because of the ACL? Are you worried about the ACL?
No. I don't know. I'm like, holy smokes. That's how fans think.
I'm just wondering.
You guys are idiots. I didn't realize it.
I can't believe you wouldn't trade 2 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes.
Huh?
I can't believe
That's crazy
that.
talk.
That's
You're
wild.
high as a kite, Yogi.
Say it again.
You wouldn't trade Patrick Mahomes for 2 first-round picks?
You're going to trade for Patrick Mahomes with 2 first-round picks.
That's not even realistic because you would have to give up a haul.
I didn't ask for
okay
because you keep going down. You keep lowering the price.
Yeah, because you keep saying no. You said no to my high price, so I went lower, and you still said no because you're so stuck in your I don't want to trade for Patrick Mahomes
because
you won't have fun in my little carnival world.
Because I'm a realist, and being a realist, realizing you don't have nothing around him, then you're going to say, oh, Patrick Mahomes has fallen off. No, that's not the case.
I'm sorry you feel that way about Devon Achane.
Hold on, time out. I like to say this. You know, the last 2 titles that the Chiefs won were not won by that high scoring offense. It was won by the defense.
That's what I said.
So here's the thing now.
So if Patrick Mahomes were to come here and you needed to find other ways to win other than with Patrick Mahomes, could you do it right now?
Tyreek on the Chiefskis.
I'm not talking about.
Oh my God, that's not Tyreek. I'm not talking about Tyreek.
Why do you do that, Lee? Why do you do that, Tobin?
He doesn't have a home.
Hey, you think Tyreek coming here for cheap? Yo, why you think everybody want to be here for cheap?
His leg was a right angle.
No.
He's got to come on the cheap. Who's paying Tyreek Hill on that leg?
He need to change the scenery. He need to change the scenery.
Away from the OnlyFans models?
Yes. Away from the sun. He need to go where they wearing coats.
I just want to be clear here.
So you want him back in Kansas City?
I just want to be clear here. You wouldn't trade any quarterback. No 5 first-round picks.
No.
Not
down here. You ain't ready for that.
Just anywhere.
If I had a team around it and the only reason why I wasn't successful was a quarterback, then I would do it. But if you need a quarterback and then you need other stuff, you won't be able to get the other stuff, and then your quarterback's going to look worse.
So if you were the Vikings, you would trade 5 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes.
Based on what I saw Sam Darnold do, and then, yeah.
Okay.
Because that defense is for real.
You would trade 5 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes. But
not here.
But
I said
the Vikings.
when we started
the
conversation.
No, it sounded like you said 0-0. Like you wouldn't do it no matter what.
No. I told you why I wouldn't do it here. And you kept lowering the price. And I said, no, it doesn't matter. There's too many other moves that have to be made so that they are a contender.
So if I get Andrew Van Ginkel, you'll let me trade for Patrick Mahomes?
So wait a minute. The Dolphins were 8-9 and 7-10.
What do you mean?
They were 8-9, 25. Yeah, 8-9 and 7-10, right?
Right.
So that's mid or just below mid. Why was the reason? Let me ask you, what was the reason for their hold on?
You can't after the fact say, oh, if we just would have changed this one thing, that would have made the whole season different.
One thing, but like
you can't do that.
But what was hold on, Leroy.
Right.
You said 24. The reason why they weren't playing very well.
You guys are trying. You guys are trying
playing
so hard to put me in a spot.
I'm not putting you in a spot.
I'm not wrong. I know I'm 100% accurate.
You're not 100%
that you can have the best quarterback in the world. If you don't have anything around him, he's going to look bad. And this team is not built that way.
Why are you calling Jalen Waddle nothing?
Devon Achane.
All right, I'm done with this conversation.
And Dulcich.
I'm done.
Or Darren Waller. Waller.
Yeah, Waller on the cheapskis.
Yeah, there you go. On the cheapskis. Yeah, because you think everybody's going to do their job for cheap.
Waller's basically Travis Kelce.
Just darker.
This made me feel better from the Heat loss, by the way. I just want to thank you.
No.
You're a great friend.
You're a great friend.
No, because I want to choke the life
out
of
you
the
hug.
right now.
That was the hug.
That was my hug. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2.
That's what my camera did when y'all start talking that foolishness.
I don't think we're being that foolish. I mean, obviously we're having fun. It's a hypothetical. You're so serious about it.
I'm not. It's not
fun, baby.
It's not. It's not a matter of being. It's not even realistic. Like you can't trade
it's a
5.
Hypothetical.
You know the last team that traded 5 first-rounders? Was it Minnesota for Herschel Walker?
Well, technically they traded players, but if they didn't keep any, they got picks. It's a little bit of a caveat cowboy you're doing there.
No, I'm just saying.
You know, not quite the same.
Right.
Not quite the same.
All right.
You know, that's fine. I get it. You know, you just want to see you be perfect with the Heat. You want to sit in your little your safe little nest.
That's not it. That's not it at all. But I think with the way these guys have come in, I would say that, you know, their first objective and their main objective is to use all of their resources to keep all of their draft picks.
Big Bleep Buck says, "Hey Tobes, did you guys see Drake May's new nickname, The Schedule?" I did see that. It's a great nickname.
Better than Drake, maybe?
I like The Schedule. I think that's funny that you're just built up on the schedule. I think that's hilarious.
I like Drake, maybe.
I still the comedic timing of the broadcast when he throws that pick was so great. I'm glad the Patriots got humbled. It was too soon. You just got to waltz in here and get right back to the Super Bowl and win it? No, sir. They needed a good ass kicking. I was happy about that. Maybe, you know, people may say, "Oh, do you get any joy out of that? You know, your team sitting at home?" Yeah, I do. My team's been sitting at home. What else do I have to do? Who cares?
Yep, you're doing it.
I agree.
Who doesn't love a good little petty watch? It's a lovely pastime. You want to judge me like you're not doing the same thing? Yeah, like if it's on the other foot, like when all the FSU fans are like, "Oh, you got the Hurricanes lost in the championship," and I'm like, you guys are losers, but I get it. Like I would be on the other side rooting against FSU. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. We all need something healthy to do. You know, people will say things like, "Oh, the pettiness in your heart, that's not good for you." My ass, it's not. Feels great. Basically,
a lot of things are not good for you. You know.
Yeah, a lot of things are not good for you. Oh wait, I got an answer I was looking for here. I asked a Chiefs fan. I said, "Hey,
I think I know who you asked.
I just want to ask you a random question. If the Dolphins offered you 5 first-round picks, would you trade them Patrick Mahomes?"
In a heartbeat.
And he said, "Absolutely effing not."
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
With a laughing emoji.
All right.
So.
But keep in mind, they have already had, 3 Super Bowls?
That's right.
Right.
And he's a legend.
Right.
You know, you can't just part with it. It's hard to.
He's the best quarterback in the game.
Yeah. It's hard to part with the legend, even on a bum leg.
I got you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Mahomes and McDaniel, if he was still the coach, they would have done something.
What do you make of them bringing in Adam Gase?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Adam Gase is he was a quarterback coach, so they might bring him back to work with the quarterback.
One guy sounds like he's a stoner. The other guy looks like he likes the booger sugar.
Mm-hmm. Big grains are falling.
All right.
That's gonna be a crazy coaches meeting room with khaki pants,
a lot of stare downs.
McDaniel and Gase.
Look at me, Adam. I am. Just got these cocaine chameleon eyes.
And then you got vape eyes over there.
Yeah. He's sitting there and they're all just trying to figure out. I'll tell you one thing though. If those two have anything in common, they love 5'7" receivers. So
I think the league has kind of it's cyclical. It goes back and forth. So when Tyreek came out and everybody saw, wow, look how fast he is. Everybody tried to get one of those receivers. Years ago, everybody wanted a tall, physical receiver.
How tall is JSN?
5'9", 5'10"?
He's probably like 5'11".
It says 6 foot, but
Right.
who knows what to believe?
Yeah.
Who knows what to believe anymore these days, dude? I just would think, like, Adam Gase, when's the last time he's been in football? Has it been like 4 years?
The Jets.
Jeez, Louis. And off of the Sam Darnold Super Bowl? That's what they would go with? What to talk about a redemption story. All right. Very forgiving, this Jim Harbaugh. Who hires him? Does Jim Harbaugh hire him, or does the offensive coordinator hire him as the passing game assistant? Who makes that hire, Leroy? Is that the head coach, or does the coordinator make it?
Who makes the hire?
Like, who reaches out to Adam Gase? Does Mike McDaniel reach out to him, or does Jim Harbaugh reach out to him?
Harbaugh.
Strange, man. Do you think, like, Adam Gase is thinking to himself, oh, this guy, Mike McDaniel's a bum. I could get my way back into his good graces and gets that offensive coordinator job?
I think he wants to just get back into coaching.
I'm sure he does want
to. The problem is you want to – here's what these coaches want to do, and this is no lie. They all want to go and get that reclamation project where they can go in with a winner, and then after it's all said and done, people want to get the coaching staff from that winning team.
Oh, yeah.
I would call it the Nick Saban rehab proclamation because Nick Saban has had more head coaches come and be coaches in Alabama. Just look at it. I mean, the Miami coach was.
Is that Harbaugh's thing, though? He doesn't do that.
I don't know. But he brought in, Mike McDaniel. Like, the only people that, by the way, let's be clear. You do realize the only people that don't like Mike McDaniel or Miami Dolphins fans. Every other coaching staff, everybody else loves him. They think he's innovative. They think he's this. There's a lot.
If they love him, why didn't he get a head coaching job?
Huh?
Just what I said.
He got an interview for a couple of head coaching jobs, and he
hired.
Huh?
He got interviewed. He didn't get hired.
Yeah.
So he's not loved. I think everybody's like, oh yeah, I like the idea of his innovation.
Okay.
But like, he didn't get it. There were plenty of openings. There hasn't been this many openings in years.
Okay.
Third of the league was open. He couldn't get a gig.
Okay.
So
I got you.
Luis says, we like McDaniel. We hated the fact that he got stuck with Tua. He didn't get stuck with Tua. That's the reason he got the job. Right. The only reason you guys know who he is. He had no interviews when he got the Dolphins job.
Right.
I think we're going to look at him and be like, are we sure he's good at this? I am. I swear to God. I think that's what we're going to
do. I mean, no.
Don't lose the division.
All right.
This is your chance. I mean, they've made every excuse for Justin Herbert under the sun. What else does he need? Give him another innovative coach. All right, great.
All right.
Good luck, dude. Hope you love deep routes to the fullback. Take a break. Final segment coming on up. Back up.
very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it. CLIP, SCFB, A-Ball LV. I can show you how to bust the
Man, Leroy's rats off a ship on Patrick Mahomes' career.
I said, Vlad, here's what I said. When you have your run, right? Whether it's a run like New England had with Tom Brady or a run like Patrick had. When it's over, teams don't usually crank it up and get it back going again. You just have your run, however long it may last. New England had it last for a very long time, like 10 years.
They had a halt. There was a stop in that run.
Well, they didn't make the playoffs 1 year, but they were still 11-5.
But I'm saying, no, they won 3 Super Bowls. Then they didn't win a Super Bowl for like a decade, and then they won another 3.
But they were still winning. They were there every year, though.
Yeah, but
they didn't win the Super Bowl, but they were there. The only year they didn't make the playoffs was the year that Tom Brady got hurt, and it was still 11-5.
Yeah,
so they were there every year. They didn't do what Patrick Mahomes with Kansas City did this year. And that's just like struggle all year. They didn't have one of those years. So you could say, although they didn't win the Super Bowl every year, they were still there. They didn't fall off like Kansas City did this past year.
You think this conference is like anything special? Like,
no, I don't. I don't. But I'm just saying, usually when you have that fall off, things just start going sideways after that. Right? The only thing with New England is that they didn't win, but they were always there every single year. How many years did they make the playoffs? I mean, how many years did they win the conference, the division?
I mean, they won it like every year through 2019, except
right?
2008,
right?
But they didn't. You know, there was a big lull there of them being an actual contender because part of it was they played in a division where it was like basically an automatic bye to the playoffs.
Right, but that Kansas City was that too. I don't know. For like 5 years, Kansas City didn't have any resistance. Denver was terrible. The Chargers were
The Chargers.
The Raiders were nothing. So Kansas City had the same trip.
Yeah, but then they won their last Super Bowl going on the road for all of their wins, and they had to be Josh Allen.
I'm not saying they weren't good. I'm not saying that at all. You're missing my. Usually, when you have your run come to a stop like this, means that you don't make the playoffs. You don't contend. Somebody
30.
gets hurt. It has nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. Just the situation.
They have a top 10 pick this year.
Okay.
Yeah, they can get Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
They'll be back.
All right.
Like, you look at that division and you think anybody's like super special. Like, the Broncos were decent and they have a good defense, but
I'm just saying that when you look at all these teams that dominated the divisions, it's like once somebody else wins it, you're in a dogfight from there until end, and you're not having the same path to the championship or the playoffs that you normally had.
You think it's over for the Bills because they just lost the division?
No. Who knows? They got a new coach.
Well, okay, but like their run of 7 straight division titles is over.
That's usually how it works out. That usually how, because keep in mind, for those 7 years or for however many years the Kansas City won, right? Every team in the division is building to beat you. They ain't building to beat, they're building, hey, let's beat this team. Let's beat this. So now, everybody in our division saying, hey, let's beat Buffalo. Let's beat Buffalo. Now, I will say this. Buffalo could very well pick up where they left off because, would we agree that New England got a free pass on the easiest schedule?
They don't call them the schedule for nothing.
Right. So, We'll see next year. But I don't trust Buffalo. They changed coaches, so I don't know what that's going to look like.
Well, they stuck with, who did they go with? They went Brady, right?
Yeah, who was Joe Brady?
Yeah.
Who was
he was the offensive coordinator.
He turned Josh Allen. He got Josh Allen going. No?
Not really. More Dayball gets credit for that.
Dayball?
Yeah.
Okay. So why would they hire Dayball?
Because he got the Giants job.
No.
Well, if you hired
Dayball
this
Brady,
year,
yeah,
Dayball would leave.
Probably because they wanted a stool pigeon because Brandon Beane embarrassed himself. The owner embarrassed him, saying that
oh my God,
they had the whole drafting snafu, so they kept it in house. Like they probably killed all candidates that way. But that's how those guys, Shane and Dayball, that's how they got the Giants gig.
Right.
You know, Shane somehow survived it. I have no idea. Well, now he's basically a water boy for John Harbaugh. He's out there. You see like these panic attack that he had when he ended the opening press conference?
No.
Crazy. Need cohesiveness. That's why we got ourselves Sully and Half. 2 peas in a pod. We're basically going to be we're going to be Little Green Bay, you know?
Little
right?
Green
South
Bay.
Florida cheeseheads, queso heads, if you will. Right down here, dude. It's all happening for us. Man, Leroy's already he's already ended the Chiefs dynasty.
No, I'm not. I'm just all right.
Certain Chiefs fans very mad at you. Not gonna say names.
Oh my goodness.
He's so checked out.
I'm checked out. Y'all got me.
You playing puzzles then?
Yeah.
No,
he
I'm not
definitely
playing
is. He's been looking at
He's
Twitter.
definitely
I'm not doing puzzles.
for like a whole
I'm
hour.
gonna be
or
honest
more.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of love. You've had this thing in the 1 o'clock hour recently.
Yeah, it's called Tobin.
No, it's a 4-hour show. It's a 4-hour show.
Wait.
It's a 4-hour
So
show.
wait, so I'm supposed to be your amusement?
You're supposed to be my co-host, and
Then why you attack?
you're supposed to be
Why
my
do you
co-host.
attack?
And
Why do you attack?
I'm
And
not
say,
attacking.
oh, no, it
I'm
goes,
not
"Ooh."
attacking.
Wait,
I'm not
go ahead.
attacking.
If I'm not mistaken, Tobin said, "Whew, I needed that. Thanks."
I'm just saying.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did need it. But then all of a sudden you're like, you want to go into Twitterville and
Who
you're like,
wants to be in that? Who wants to take that abuse?
it's not abuse.
Really?
It's not abuse.
When you go out of your way?
This is you during the break. You're like, Zach Bryan didn't like the TPUSA halftime show.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Didn't even say it on the show though.
No.
Just checking out.
No, I didn't
And
say
now
it on
you've
the
ended the
show
Chiefs
because
dynasty.
it really wasn't, you know.
For a second, I had to be like, "Who's Zach Bryan?" I just thought about it.
That's up your alley.
Is it?
Yeah, he's kind of like country emo.
Mm.
You know? He's like, woe is me, I play the banjo. Zach Bryan. That's his thing.
Does he play the banjo?
I don't know. He plays like one of those folky things, you know? But all his music's sad. He has no happy songs.
I like sad songs.
You know, he's you love Zach Bryan then. He's very sad. He's very sad. Oh, I'm out in the country. It's really dreary out here. There's Zach Bryan.
You see the smile back on his face. He feels I'm so happy to get Tobin back.
Yeah, like Luke Bryan, happy songs, you know?
They're hip thrusting songs.
Zach Bryan, he's a miserable bastard.
But he's also got into a lot of trouble too, right?
Has he gotten into a lot of trouble?
Isn't he the one with the whole girl from Bleacher Report or something like that?
He had a thing with the girl from Barstool, but then he got married. That I don't know what drama is going on there. I know that he almost got into a fight. Like, remember we played that
the fence
Yeah, he couldn't get over the
situation?
fence. That was a tough look.
Yeah.
Listen, as a fellow portly, you don't want to be climbing with jeans. It's not a good look. And it was a tough look for Zach Bryan. But he probably wrote a song about it.
Definitely. I mean,
this fence is really tall. I can't get over it.
Definitely a
Zach
life
Bryan.
metaphor. A portly partner.
-1.
Wow. How about this?
What's that?
I got another Chiefs response.
Oh man, they
Are you
coming at you.
texting all your friends that are Chiefs fans?
Yeah, I have two.
Love that.
I think the Chiefs know Mahomes' best days are behind him. It was looking that way before the injury, and now he's 30. But his value being Patrick Mahomes to KC means more than five first-round picks. Frankly, possible any trade that a team can make. Not that you asked, but I'd do the trade in a heartbeat. All right, there you go. We got somebody. We're getting Patrick Mahomes.
Wow, that's very bold. That's so bold.
And dude, I think as a guy who's played on a team in a team sport for most of my life, the difference between me and you is this.
Mm-hmm.
Although quarterback is important, you can't win with just a quarterback. And I would hate to use all those resources and assets to bring in a great quarterback and you don't have the infrastructure around him and you lose.
I mean, I get you, but respect.
No, that's the reality of it.
I know, but you guys had like.
Okay, why isn't Joe Burrow winning more?
Can't stay healthy.
No, that's not why.
It is why.
Because the rest of his team sucks.
He's literally been hurt every year.
Because the rest of his team sucked. They can't protect him. They can't stop anybody. They suck.
What's the lineman supposed to stay right in front of his toe? Hello, I am the guardian of the feet.
Some people say Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Sure.
Can't do anything because of his team. So you think if you add...
Interesting. Drake May didn't have an offensive line. He got to the Super Bowl.
He also had the easiest schedule in football.
Well, he is the schedule.
Okay. All right.
As of now.
Go ahead. You keep being you.
You keep being you?
You're not, but you mean smart and logical about the real situation, the real things you need to win a game. All you want is a face. All you want is a name.
Oh yeah,
that ain't gonna do it.
Whatever, bring me entertainment.
Okay, that's not gonna bring you entertainment. Joe Burrow's entertainment. He can't win.
But I bet you Bengals fans are having fun.
Losing?
They still got Joe Burrow.
But you're losing.
Okay.
So you rather have somebody you don't care if you win.
No, I'd rather have Joe Burrow.
No, and you don't care if you win or not.
I care if I win.
Then what do you want? Do you want to win or you want Joe Burrow?
I wouldn't give up 5 first-round picks for Joe Burrow.
No. Do you? Okay, you give up 5 for Patrick Mahomes.
He's not a 5.
Do you think if Patrick Mahomes was here and you didn't have the next 5 first-rounders, you think your team would be better?
Yes.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay. So if I have my 5 first-rounders and Malik Willis is our quarterback, you think we'll be better off?
Eventually.
Oh, well,
when
that's
those
nice.
5, when you get those 5 picks, if you draft one,
where do I take eventually? What is that on a trophy?
Huh?
What is that? Do they engrave that on the Lombardi Trophy eventually?
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
Dude, we saw what happens when teams trade all those assets for players. It doesn't work out.
Tyreek Hill worked out.
One of the worst trades ever was exactly what you're talking about right now. Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, again, first of all, stop bringing up stuff from the 90s, dude, respectfully. Okay.
But that's the last time I could think of somebody giving up that much.
Yeah, exactly.
The last time I could think of somebody giving up that much.
This is
it different?
This is new rules.
Why is it different?
Because they just
new rules is what?
Because they're changing the rules to 5 years.
So that means there's gonna be some dumb team to give up more assets.
Yeah.
You.
Maybe.
No, you like. Oh my goodness.
Not to say he's wrong. In the 5 first-rounders, a couple of them might hit. But if you ask the Rams, they'll do that trade.
Yeah, but they
every day.
Wait, they had a top defense when they
no,
did
they
that.
did not.
They
did not have a top defense. They had a top defensive player.
Yes,
but that's not a top defense.
Okay.
Then they got Jalen Ramsey.
Then they started making the moves after getting Stafford. They added pieces to dent, and it still took them a little bit to get that defense to be.
But how much did they didn't give up a whole lot.
Listen,
to get Sam Bradford. It was mostly a trade for trade.
They gave up Goff and 2 first-round picks. Yeah. Those first-round
they gave up 2 first-rounders
and a couple more. Those players is what made Detroit the team that they are now. But guess what?
2 first-rounders.
The Rams won a Super Bowl.
You think that's where the Dolphins are?
We're gonna have to put a pin in it.
You think that's where the Dolphins are? No. If you want to do the Rams did it, you telling me that's where the Dolphins are. If I add a quarterback of that stature, they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I think they win the division. That's the start.
Yeah.
But we got to go.
You're not making that sacrifice for the division. I want to know that you're using the Rams as an example. You're using the Rams.
You just got to get in the dance.
You're using the Rams
as get in the dance.
No, you're using the Rams as an example.
Yes.
If the Dolphins had a quarterback of that nature, they're going to win the Super Bowl.
If you want to get in the dance,
oh my goodness,
you got to win the division. But we got to go. It's the end of the show. Okay?
What if
we will
no,
continue this
goodbye.
tomorrow?
What if Jesus was the quarterback?
That's what. Oh, okay.
What would Jesus do?
Leroy want to give up 5 first-round picks for Jesus.
No?
No.
Not even 5 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers?
I like Chardonnay. He's turning that into red wine.
All right, we'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.